Program of the Year, Ekosiisen, on Asempa 94.7 FM.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
The winner, Radio Program of the Year 2018, I beg your pardon. Asempa FM's Ekosiisen. There they come, ladies and gentlemen.
The winner goes home with a memento, citation, and certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, the Radio Program of the Year 2020 goes to Asempa FM Ekosiisen. Well, the host, I don't know who he has not interviewed yet. Congratulations to all of you, the entire team at Asempa FM's Ekosiisen. Congratulations to you for emerging the Radio Program of the Year 2020.
Asempa FM Ekosiisen asonyina etie sa platform media se unya na betna subia na fabibroni bese. It's a privilege and an honor na yamu be so part of the inception of this particular platform shasi ache enemo anso na shasi. And we thank you for maintaining that credibility when it comes to delivery of more program.
Presenting the award for the political program of the year, radio, going to Ekosiisen of Asempa FM. Ekosiisen, Asempa FM.
Political program of the year, radio, Ekosiisen. How did it end? And the host of the show, Obi, steps up to pick the award.
Congratulations, Ekosiisen.
Well, I know that Asempa has gained a lot of experience. Asempa is one of the, not the forerunners, but in terms of coverage and listenership, you stand tall. The new FM stations that are coming into the arena are not calling on you to exit, them to survive. Is that what is happening? No. They are learning from you. They are learning under your feet. They are also trying as much as possible to find space. And, there's enough in the world for everybody. There's enough in the world for everybody. And so I think that those who are coming up, we definitely will encourage the injection of new blood. But you cannot also totally do away with the experience.
It's always a pleasure coming to Asempa where the truth is spoken.
We wish you well. Thank you so much for.
Thank you too. Nyamisha, you are also doing very well. We are also
coming
very,
to
very
Asempa
proud
where
of
the
you.
truth is spoken.
Very intelligent journalist. But one-on-one with Obi, as I said, will prepare. So he knows how to pass all kinds of corners to get what he wants. And Kososo, we are proud of you.
The Honorable Samuel Okudjeto Blakwa and Moten Nkano. Samuel Atachi, Honorable Minister.
Because of faith, I'll motivate this platform.
Amen.
And they listen. The last time I met one of them and said, "Oh, Asempa na miti. Asempa de wana miti every time there. Miti Obi, he's doing very well." So it just tells you the impact that you are making. It cuts across. I think people appreciate the depth, the dexterity with which you approach your work. Any nimdiania obrasi any nyansa odi ewe juma enye nkwa no producers ne omo kan nyina nti yeda Asempa foase one management ne omo kan nyina say 2023 by the grace of God you helped us.
Yes.
Mudi nyansa ne nimdie ne nyame adwen through education information amode by amode boy me assure say 2024 by the grace of God, you do even more than you did.
Even more.
You've done great, but we know, sir. I keep telling the people who are around me that there is always a place called up.
Up.
There is always a place called up. No matter where you have reached, there is another place called up. And so you don't have to relent. Yeah. You don't have to be complacent at all. You are doing well, especially in this election year. Nyame adom ni nyansa ene ne homo Roberts now so to steer most of the conversations right so that the day or how ni abenini oyini any usu ebeba o mine mu no nyame be fa so na wa calming every because this is the only nation we have.
Me continue na me cheche ho mu yi anza me free mako be go fra mako
e be sia ba be din komo bio why
yo the flow say
me din your say Bonsu
because e Bonsu
who me now friend me obi a meje wo so why
ine zo ni obi amo anenam
Chairman Medase pa Chairman Kutin Central Regional Chairman Hedima MPP hey Chairman Kutin do be kunipa o wa
Obi ya chiatie fo ina
tie fo jo
ani ado fo ina o program dey on say we adu say ya ha na so nyina tie ha na ndi fo nyina tie sama fo kratio
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Na said that we are tenting ho na yesu sadwen I betim dia bo man kana and say be how and some ha pa
freshest burger in town Chairman what you akwa ba net say
Obi nyame adom device selection akan yi de ya betu nso na wa won so ho efe Obi minim se wo fans sa
he ewa hefa
Miss Miko convention apostolic convention so we Pentecost but me apostolic convention wa Baltimore apostolic forward the law
okay
Mrs. Ketchy no money Cromwell no me na obi na obi no wunim na afi obi bisa me no obi wa ware na me say masa me ni Facebook into pa bisa no they love you too much but why are there o price no cost nti echa obisanfo nyina oba wo hu say o bomode na utumpon
Chairman akwa ba net saying
Obi me da se bebre nyame dia chen na me chia obi mu na Obi Eastern region for so much help.
Asempa FM.
Now you say they identify out. Now we just know there to say Ejumadi out here. And say the Eastern region for you no. Obi nyame Israel Bonsu account. Inti uda na ubompa ya. Abri na no or the na ho den chewie pa. No wada na sese wa ma oni media to me yes ejuma. Because Eastern region ya one region now. Bibia obeya wo Ghana ha. So mo ji otuma. Obeso CD. What do you want to mount for CD? Inti echiao ene na say dem dey kankana.
Kwaya nanka all the bear 3 hours the time. Sisi a amount for enam so a wo free enchi quarter there so wa che wo kwan so 20 minutes no we do. Sisi a. Aso wo mutie because when him Obi wo mut western of 40 Asempa. Now eba wo show na ene say me ha mani ameka say eyoso wo musom show no. Enti enkoma ye di no western not for asu demu pa na wo nim say asema ye ke no trodo
openness no I think that this shouldn't be a problem at all.
Mida itself should come out. Yes,
Mida should tell us miracle this is a shareholding structure. Indigenous Ghanaians only maybe X percentage and the Philippines only Y percentage, and I think that should settle this matter.
Honorable, it's always a pleasure talking to you. May that's a powerful for your time.
What be?
And the Honorable John upon the attending Kano. Elder Amos Kevin Anan. I saw a penny net saying,
me just so many of them. After
Papa commentary. Officer saying, Bibi a quay.
After love. Life lessons and a legacy in Comano. I told the park commerce will be at the year. Juba. Oh, dear, Nim kind now, but boy, home buying. Sure, that's in so Mujuma Pa Moody, Ekosiisen, so TM Pa.
Yeah, that's it.
The Kaiser me called Nigeria last time.
Yes,
I was listening. From the University of Nigeria. That was where I was based.
Okay. Sometimes when I'm listening to discussions on Ekosiisen, I'm a keen listener to Ekosiisen. Every 2 o'clock I'm on it. I'm listening to they are the current issues on the
Dudu na Obi na eba Ekosiisen so a kawo no nke ofufro pa supreme ho a kawo ye el chamano so ka na Ekosiisen so de yero na mposa wo no ese kusi inti ya boma baso yes the good the bad and the ugly obetini na so Ekosiisen na niema miensa na mode ye adwuma eba radio to inform, to educate and entertain. The same I am a kind of I'm maybe more bon, more year program, more political program, more something. And now come on, station a war, a year gonja and kay program yabonra. And now come pay so a war, a year man pusia and come on Nairi program. Now see a number one kind idea. Ekosiisen and one. Sorry, that's it. Nice one.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
O party be nomination o be a ma me fa form kra.
Onipa ba ko no be fa form.
Okay.
Madam Gloria Oforibuadu no be fa form.
Oh, okay.
Na ofa form no pe na friends constituency executives no a petition regional
Asempa FM.
If you say maame no eba enemy be press 2008 so kaya.
Oh, okay.
And na wanya pe na eniema na ode be chairs here for 12 man the fridge ni ade no we chelsea microphone no kwaje
in 2008 ojeje ni nioma ni na
ojeje ni nioma free microphone na also 112 na ma no o chelsea we free ho no ma hobium 112 ho on natural constituency no o ne mo no and to say won afu a won no mu de ye ma metwa so aduane
na sa net train of council enya no ntina part na development fees e de fees afo ne ho no as part of our nomination amount
of party ni onia you say be o tuakotua dues no go for pan o tua emu yo dey because ade ni na so MP ni fa na party mo woni abreso on dues for free na on nature party nyano nko enkwara hiafo ben na on sam on go school abo if undaka he na wato
ene nyina moto bi
ofa sure ya fans so auto around the commentary we catch us MP adwuma no unni enfia utumi nye me na me catch ensem ahoro enkrofo eso won kwahye adwuma afu a wonno mu de ye ma metwa so aduane
na sa net train of council enya no ntina part na development fees e de fees afo ne ho no as part of our nomination amount
of party ni onia you say be o tuakotua dues no go for pan o tua emu yo dey because ade ni na so MP ni fa na party mo woni abreso on dues for free na on nature party nyano nko enkwara hiafo ben na on sam on go school abo if undaka he na wato
ene nyina moto bi
ofa sure ya fans so auto around the commentary we catch us MP adwuma no unni enfia utumi nye me na me catch ensem ahoro enkrofo eso won kwahye adwuma se machine ya de pamade dodo abeto ene ma bebre me ba no afedi oko police yo enti chobos no mu niama yeso ode ko na ko training school no o
me nyina wo sa woto
me ka no akora metua baako oko police me ko tiai Asempa na be ofa ohia wo fam ho so kakra enti so wo no MP na onyame abo so wajama bi kakra ti awukra onsa no adwuma no eso ko fam na ode emo akoma ho
so ufi akra na wo ko tamale ana ko boga so wako by road a long journey but ufi kokomlemle ha wo ko boga no udu achimota ha no obi so fi kokomlemle o ko fie wa Tantra Hills wato ne boboko eno odi wenim boko obo na no we ne sa no obi sa sa de o kwahe but onim say o ko boga o kwan wa enti omonim said the journey is far. There is so much I need to accomplish on earth. No, I'm on Tom Obon Cassette. They are in a hurry to get things done. If we were school 10 years, would tell me you haven't gone back to school this year. Go and pick an application form and go back to school. A big disaster, mayor lawyer. Are they saying na union na Gust? We are lawyer at age 40, at age 35, and you're the same as wire lawyer at age 50. So the things you need to do, be a PhD, go and start this year. This year, as we begin the year, we are here to fire you up for good works. Near a shower come now when you're young, obi person YouTubing, obi person churo book, obi person start a blog. A few way is the year to do it. 1 year this year, it is gone for good. You will never have the opportunity again. You will never have the opportunity again. And there are potential directors, pastors,
politicians, CEOs, sportsmen, journalists, musicians, and then they will never become because they didn't understand time. Because you prepare yourself, you know, opportunities will come with time, but you need time to prepare for those opportunities. And in Tasman said, sometimes you to me try will be so. Obi our prepare when you to be the two committee be so. Do baby crank as so be a show, so be a program. In the BBSC, near try what actually when they step in for the person, Nipano went to me and ma son could be preaching last minute and they kept breaking down. And then Nipano preaching went to me and ma. Can you try it? Obi our prepared no. When you give it your best shot, it opens the doors. A free honor opportunities will keep opening to you. Anytime you buy a product, Uber best before. Products be Uber best before. Not just say some product who you soon emria and kaya abrabobia but there is best before. In your life as a husband, as a father, as an MD, as a pastor, as a journalist, as a director, as a musician, and you mribia now bet me a fly as a musician. There is a period called best before. Who will be away 50 years I call class 1. Yeah, born say mama. Why are DS I call class 1 at age 50? But the best before age 6. Age 6. And to call 50 and who be banfaso near kakre bi. And who manfaso bebre. To me be osofu penny at age 60. And just so I ask of penny at age 35. The mileage levels are different. Obi or DMD at 35 and just so be away DMD at 55. In fact, it's unfortunate I have to say this, but I will say it because we are talking about time. In the private sector, Obi, in the years to come, a lot of companies will not allow you to retire at 60. By 50, you'll be asked to take. Going. They'll be asked. Prepare. They will ask you to leave. They will pay you off to leave. They want fresh ideas. They want young people. What the non-sexual appointment are companies here. What they watch it. Managing directors, the CEOs, big shot. Watch it. 40, 45, 37, 36. So say I'm from for 55, 60 and I am here to fire the young people up. If there are things you need to do go all now. Out and do it. What is this? I say I'm pentem. It's as if we have all the time. Look, if there are things you need to do, you need to do it. Anybody occupying any position, I promise you, enter your best sound. Now you need to understand. Say once you have that position, you need to give it your best shot. Because enter your best from former whatever capacity be our one. Whether it's 7 in your company, 7 in now almost we are saying rising a head of department. That's true. When them say position be where you vacant in the company be where there is no debate. Obvious. Because we are prepared approve position be so better why I say will be apply. You be for both internal and external. You can't say not just say internal no you can't say much I say internal and external. Into my point is prepare. Look, when the stage is given to you, don't use it for rehearsals. The platform show and the microphone show and you want now be quiet rehearsals and perform. And say we are prepared before my sales officer, my head of sales, business development officer, portfolio management, head of asset management, local youth leader, district youth leader, area assistant
on Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
Yakuye brejo tikronkwechu Mumaye minaso Somobiane Sombio Kana binankoso Kana betumpon Inti mumaye minaso Somobiane Sombio Kana binankoso Kana betumpono
Asempa FM. Asempa FM.
Asempa FM Sony Emrena Subio Yedi Ekosiisen Ebremo live from our studios here in Accra on the 10th day of January 2024. It's a Wednesday afternoon. Check with your time, 26 minutes after 2. Midday Osei Bonsu. Yedi Ekosiisen Ebremo from now till 6:30 p.m. It's my duty and pleasure to bring you Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social, and current affairs talk show, Ekosiisen on Asempa FM. Show proudly sponsored by Flumal Triple Action, DBS, Inchensi Papa Pafie, Obapa Product, producers of Africa Queen Mackerel, Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, EcoBank Ghana, College of Medicine and Allied, Health Sciences. Your Kingdom Herbal, Seahorse Engine Oil, and a Franco Trading Enterprise. Phone Papa Pafie in Mekwena Boyame de Ekosiisen Ebremo. We do this every weekday from Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. It's your multiple award-winning late afternoon political talk show, Ekosiisen on Asempa FM. Your frequency near 94.7. Your affiliate radio stations are held across Ghana and Tibia Ubia and Ubitimi Etienne. Alternatively, or access to internet and Quadia, log on to YouTube. Asempa 94.7 FM on YouTube, Natia Ewoho, Facebook, and so Asempa 94.7 FM. Like our page and watch our live stream. Now share stream and share. And you can also post your comments there. I'll share them with the rest of the world. The show is live on the World Wide Web, adomonline.com and myjoyonline.com. Production team, I crado. It's the best production team in town. That team is led by Dominic Kisiya-Boa with support from Nana Chumberema, Jackson Osei Ntiamoa, Ebenezer Kwasi, Omanhene Kwabena Sante, and Ekuya Boatewa Iyadom. Omunyina Boyane Edi Ekosiisen Ebremo. If you are watching us on YouTube and then on Facebook, let me acknowledge all of you. Frank Apia, Osei, you're doing the listening from Houston in Texas. And okay, is it we should keep it up? Thank you so much. Frank Apia, Houston, Texas. That's in the US of A. Watching us on YouTube. Let's know where you are watching us from. Same for Facebook as well. David Techimenson, Charlie, good afternoon. David Techimenson and William Jack, and so Facebook. You know, Nana Ampedu or Charlotte, North Carolina. Yedase papa nyame inshra munyina. It's your birthday today. Kwabena Ankama Ofei Bedu Esquire. Kwabena Ankama Ofei Bedu Esquire. We senior associate Ewo Otu and associate. May the Lord continue to bless the works of your hands, and may you never lack anything good in this life. Live to fulfill purpose. Hashtag Ekosiisen, hashtag beginning the year right. Inti Kwabena Ankama Ofei Bedu Esquire. Or Otu and associate, we senior associate Ewo. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you, and do have a really, really good birthday. Emmanuel Omane or Killing, Texas. Fort Cavazos. Charlie. I'm on 40 baby. Wow. By Emmanuel Omane on YouTube. Yeah, that's a papa say unso Osei. Was it Obi brutal? Charlie, we are fantastic. Emmanuel Omane. No, me Judy too much. Seidu Ibrahim says, watching you live from Tema, GIIF. The Seidu Ibrahim, yeah, that's a papa say unso Osei on YouTube. Live. Eroko YouTube, I channel Asempa 94.7 FM. Subscribe to the channel. Nana Adwenepa Hine Odi Asempa the second. Also sharing live from Kempinski Hotel here in Accra. In Nana Yedase Papa Panyame in Shroud. Good morning, Obi and the team. And Obi Nyaka, good morning. Now name's all US. And Otin. Also good morning and to you, Obi and the team. Watching live from New York City in the US of A. Wishing everyone an informative and educative program. God bless the US of A. God bless Latte Kwapim. And God bless Ghana. Thank you. Enti Nidino ye Kwesi Nana Kwesi Apia Sechi. Yadase. Lampre King Rashid Osei, Master Planner Jr. is also watching. Kwabena Gentle or Heaven, also sharing from Heaven. We're grateful into Chianyankopomai. Robert Anane Ewa Ghent in Belgium. Michael Boateng on Facebook says, I'm watching you from Amsterdam. Okay, Michael, thank you. Isaac Owusu Mensa was watching live from the University of Nottingham Park campus, Nottingham, UK. Thank you, Isaac. Yeda Munyana for making time to watch us. Hamza Jr., the maestro, who in Kwanta, Uti region. also Osei. Let me see if we have other ones here, and let's acknowledge all of you. We say Obi, I'm watching you live from Stuttgart, Germany on YouTube. Kudos with your patriotic job for Ghana. Steve Ofori, that's George Dochi, Auckland, New Zealand. Shaying, that's CJ, Halifax, Canada. Emmanuel Omani says Fort Cavazos is a military base in Texas. Wow. Okay, meaning you are in the U.S. Army. Let's know. Obi, I'm watching you from Connecticut. I love your show. I liked your show yesterday. Okay, the parliamentary candidate for Tema West was wonderful. Thank you, Patrick Doche. We say I'm watching you from Sunyane. Okay. Edase papa. Enti John at TV. Who US of A. Also share. Yedamunyana ase. And then no ensem guapnos yebenya parliamentary aspirant mienu ewo studio ha. Bako from the eastern region, Bako from the Ashanti region. Ashanti region here, the Mubeko Asante Achem North constituency. And we Agogo, Asante Achem North constituency. Capital near Agogo, Muamunim Ashanti region, Agogo here, one beautiful town. A hot and a affiliate radio station, a Dance here FM, our Monsove 98.9, or Mofa Ekosiisen live. In the Yebenya one of the aspirants ewo studio ha na yene no etumi edinkwa. It's a very, very interesting constituency for the very simple reason, sir. You know, one of the constituencies are almost every year primary babeswa a constituency to watch. Winti ye kohwa na onim say yensem bebre enti would take you there na afei yakwa kodi and commodity honorable Kwejo Ban Ajeman or a former MP of the area and you call one term na Olusui and wasan and agents or besan akobio enti Kwejo Ban Ajeman will join us in studio near no edin komo why he still wants to be MP for Asante Achem North. You are the Mobeko Eastern region and so Ebuakwa North constituency. Na unim se udi weni chiremu Ebuakwa North and so nipa ejina wo hono edoso. One of them Palgrave Boache Dankwa, and Palgrave will join us in studio. About his parliamentary ambitions. In the end, there were 2 interviews at the MMO. Let me also announce, sir, our speaker for any beginning the year right series, no, in your last minute emergency. Unfortunately, Untimi Emma Mekaya, and will bring you beginning the year right series tomorrow and then on Friday. And to bear with us, sincere apologies. We had a very, very wonderful speaker, Anka Oba Eni Ababe Kasa, about entrepreneurship opportunities in the digital space. In the digital space, Naman for Nyeska on YouTube, Mkofu Nyeska on TikTok, on Facebook, and all of those platforms. And there are other digital products. Naman for there are several opportunities in the digital space. We wanted to talk to him, but last minute emergency being to went to me. But we'll fix another day. Na waba any ababidi and komo. And here now you have 2 interviews. But before that, no, you were in some Mobekaya democracy lectures be a course with UPSA on Constitution Day, which was Sunday, it's not holiday near Monday. Na Dr. Afarijan, former Electoral Commission chairperson, and Ekasiisen. And amongst other things, no, Okase and the party say lose elections, are you on court, no? Say party be lose election or court. Na evidence or the be court name sheda and yes solid evidence. Now it's okay we still court ne time or say a sanctioned party, no, any candidate cry now say petitioners be court, no. You know, and I ignite here a whole debate. I'm on for say, hey, na say a cock yes, I didn't say a best sanction will be a court. Then what's the alternative? So the party and I just say on court, what happens? You know, ain't acquire and send me, but member a Farijan voice, Namamunina, Motie, na afe ya share etumi edi ho enkomo. Ye WhatsApp number is 0548 443 523 0548 443 523. Messias Subu 0548 443 523. Now, yentie dia wonso wo ede emayen ene ewie. We say Obi, congratulations to all inductees of the Ghana School of Law 2023-2024. Miller ono a student ewo Gempa Group A of the Ghana School of Law. Ena part 1 student eba Ghana School of Law omoye induction ewo the main campus of Makola. And induction means that now they've been formally and officially admitted into the Ghana School of Law. And congratulations to all of them, to you Miller and all your friends and all your mates in the induction. Have a wonderful stay at the School of Law, and the real job now starts now. And okay, anyways, ma yanhwena yentwaso Ekosiisen so high Asempa 94.7 FM, and WhatsApp number na me de to dwana nye number was say mofre me pa mo chew. We say Obi, nothing will change. Lawyer Jerry Ahmed Shaib is winning wage agbawe constituency Drobian Kadem number 1. I am Albert Asante aka wage agbawe constituency ABA Fusaini. Okay. We say Obi Afishia pa. I am Kweku Edupako watching you live from Rotterdam Odie enono edase. We say Osei Bonsu we tough watching you live from Belston in UK. Kweku Frimpong Kweku yedase papa. Hi Obi, greetings to you and greetings to Charles Esuakun Oredu, very solid guy. God bless him and his journey to becoming the next MP for the people of Abrim constituency from his little cousin Kwesi Kwache in Boston, Massachusetts. Okay, thank you, sir. Unso de Odiabainti, Charles already Ghana's High Commissioner to South Africa, and the other contested were Abrim constituency in the Eastern region. And you can also come through with your thoughts, your comments, your observations. 0548 443 523. Your WhatsApp number no and on intermunction and so MIA. Ma memamuntie ensema Dr. Afarijan editu Janu Ebi. The democracy lecture would deliver on Monday, last Monday, which was a holiday. Or can Sembebre Ebini Munti.
As in all human endeavors, mistakes occur in elections. But genuine election mistakes can readily be discovered and corrected. Not so deliberate wrongdoing. To deter deliberate wrongdoing, all persons connected with the conduct of elections must be held strictly accountable for their actions by instituting a stringent regime of punishment for willful wrongdoing. All categories of election workers must be familiarized with the applicable regime of sanctions during their training, and any infractions must be seen to be punished. It appears that some candidates rush to court with election petitions alleging manipulation of results, primarily to placate their financiers and supporters so that they will be given another chance to be a candidate the next time. The rush can cause undeserved injury to the reputation of the Electoral Commission and unnecessary inundation of the courts. As we speak, there are well over 1,000 election petitions before the courts in Nigeria. To prevent the rush to court with improbable election petitions from becoming a fashion, I suggest that election petitions that do not succeed should attract punitive sanctions.
And the voice of Dr. Kwejo Afarijan, and essentially the Kenyan say ebinum wo ho a omu lose elections a omu rashe court said the beya amanfo a yɛde wɔn sika hyɛ campaign nim no ebo bedwo say oh ade ne kra say ye a yen eno nti na ye lusu ye nti enye hwe eno nti na ye court no and ono ka say kokoba ne sa na say electoral commission nanim ene ye di twitwi efom a eno nye kwan paso and they say obi the election petition court na say nipa no anye successful as a court ne embu amfa amana e wo say ye twe sa nipa no aso because I akwa say and site Nigeria so called Nigeria says here over 1,000 election petitions and a court in Nigeria. I said na ye inundate court ya de nsembe brina kugu se court ne indi no free say nshada enkoye. My yanko homam ni ni nkomo director of legal edema NDC lawyer Eduji Tamaklo councilor kwa ba Ekosiisen so ne bibia boko there.
Obi yeah, me chow extra with you now.
Omojo so official panso.
I can come back to you no.
Yes. Begin say what jemre etimi etie voice a boy the venerable former electoral commission chairperson Kwadwo Afarijan and in nsema waka ono call for sanctions on petitioner bia what the election petition be court one year successful no fi say was say ye twen waso mo saying because as a party, you know, mo candidate at the petition bisa court da. Mo saying.
Okay, Obi, utie the respected Kwadwo Afarijan or use petition in this generic form. Now, obedience there are several aspects of election petition.
Asempa FM.
Inti Omamu Hano, your presidential election petition. And there were parliamentary election petition.
Yes.
As you are aware, a parliamentary election petitioner. Okay.
Yes.
Who we knew, who lose you, there is always cost associated with it.
Mm-hmm.
The presidential one, no, in your now make something on a lighter note. Into me, enemy senior, San Davis. In a year, the Jomoro parliamentary election petition.
Yes.
So, okay.
Mekaipa.
Inti sometimes one ma, I'm a senior brother, the queen. In a, it's Mekai say November 21st or so, 2022. In a court, say over my judgment. Inti anopana. You call court, you know, early in the morning before judge in the beba. And I'm a question so senior. The administrator, the African corner. Chekobase judge no rule in your favor with the show 9 ahead of time. He do course. Mr. Men the course they breathe. They crowd their men the crowd. No, it's okay. I'll think about it. And she asked we can fail to have it. And my judgment kind judgment you win. It was clear say on the petition has been dismissed. No.
Yes.
Nothing, no. You see, I go in my favor, no. Now I need the costs. And I made say, judge, you know, in open court, say, good faith and management the costs. Because even before, no, in my corporate chocolate, if it goes against me, I'm not on the costs. So see, I go in my favor, no. Good faith will not allow me to take costs. In a judge in Ankara, I say there will be no order as to costs. They bring it this other side just to demonstrate, say, as far as your parliamentary petitions are concerned, cost is always awarded. Cost always flows at the end of it.
Yes.
In Georgia, in Copa, men starting working underground, hoping say, if it goes against me, of course, no, ever form. Until later, Grana, make an open course, so this is the situation, because already my career underground work, and that has come in my favor. And you have reached me at the cost. So it is something that we should always know, say, at the parliamentary level, no, parliamentary election petitioner, depending on the outcome, no, cost flows naturally. It's a matter of cost. Now the problem relates to presidential election. Now the respected Dr. Afarijan draw parallel with the situation in Nigeria.
Yes.
Sebio, the Nigerian process is slightly different from ours. Because and say there are over 1,000 petitions. Reference to the over 1,000 petitions, it clearly should say he combines senatorial, gubernatorial, election petitions in the conversation.
Yes.
Because related to presidential petitions, no. Nigeria, they've had a lot of history relative to presidential petition. From 1999, almost set up a new constitutional arrangement. Almost every election in Nigeria in a presidential petition. Almost. From Yaradua Bresso, Abubakar, they cross with Tinubu, Peter Obi, and the rest. Now, if you just oppose that against the Kenyan scenario, I think we are done a bit better. In the sense to say, you started your presidential election under the 1992 Constitution. You're having about 8 presidential elections, correct? Of the 8, only 2 are ended up in the courts. Even though in 2004, Prince-Owu, Mr. Portufe, and
I think Rojo
Metal, it was slightly different, and the level of publicity was not much.
Sure.
But also in terms of publicity, the elevated election petition on the presidential election, the first was 2012 election, then the 2020. Into OSHA, the policy rationale of the 8 elections, so far only 2 have ended up in our courts. And I would be going to say, presidential election petitions are exclusively reserved for the Supreme Court.
Sure.
Unlike parliamentary, are flooding all the courts. That's what I say.
Yes.
And I strongly believe, sir, there's a certain public policy reason why one presidential election petition, as far as the 1992 Constitution is concerned, is exclusively reserved apex courts. Like any original one, the defense of the Constitution is Article 2, and many such related original actions. There's a public policy reason why cost is not awarded, and simply traceable to the conversations that flowed after 12 and Attorney General. Okaya, in the early 1980s, then a young lecturer at KNUST in the press, Dr. Amaku Tufu, brought an action before the Court of Appeal, then highest court of the land, about Wawuni Apalu appearing before the Parliamentary Vetting Committee, having been so nominated as the Chief Justice of the new Supreme Court. Okaya, the lawyers of the Attorney General then raised a preliminary legal objection as to the capacity of Amaku Tufu to even bring the action then. And that was when the apex court, I can't say, Amaku Tufu enjoyed a certain community of interest with the Constitution itself. And the rest is a matter of history. Now, fast forward to 1992, we inserted Article 2 specifically for a reason. Now, the whole idea, and then we say, citizens should have a say in protecting the Constitution itself. And that is why, when it comes to protection of the Constitution itself, the Supreme Court has exclusive original jurisdiction. Until recently, the Supreme Court used to guide that original jurisdiction, I must say, jealously. What that is?
Yes.
Now, we share electoral justice over the period. There's always the need to do a cost-benefit analysis. What is the cost implication of allowing a person who is dissatisfied with electoral outcome to resort to self-help or come to court? It does appear there's a greater public good or public policy consideration in opening the courts for such a person and not consider the issue of costs when you look at it from the reverse. I recall vividly in 2012 when the declaration was made, and it was obvious that the then candidate Akufo-Addo, the running mate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, were not retained. He formed a group, Let My Vote Count, Okaya.
Yes.
And they were all over the place. Mekai, Taifa, and the rest, Mame Eslawusu, and the rest. They were all over the place. Eventually, 3 petitioners, in the person of Nana-Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and the late Jake, decided to go to the Supreme Court. At the end of the day, the Supreme Court acted properly in not awarding costs, regardless of whether it is 5-1, 4-5, or whatever. The Supreme Court looked at the circumstance and felt that it was a better approach coming to the court than getting your supporters on the street. In 2020, H. John Dramani Mahama approached the court. I do not, with respect to the distinguished Dr. Kwejo Afari-Gyan, subscribe to the notion of awarding costs. I would rather urge that we tread with a lot of caution with some of these imported conversations, particularly using Nigeria as
an example. But lawyer, senior Gary is on the other line. Mekone hoban sana no. Se utie Kwejo Afari-Gyan doctor. I don't think, from what I listened to, in principle, he's against anybody going to court. What he seems to be against, and it's a amount for a court based on ABR.
Yes. Let me just quickly respond to this bit, then you can go to my good brother, Gary.
Yes.
Well, the question or the test of frivolity is not one that is open to any other individual but the court.
Sure.
What I say?
Yes.
It is one that is open to a court to come to a conclusion whether a suit is frivolous, vexatious, one that is an abuse of the court process, one that is without merit. What I say?
Yes.
So where you want a lawyer to ascribe unto himself the power to make a determination that this suit is frivolous and others, I disagree. I disagree. And thankfully, of the two election petitions that we've had in this country, the 2012 one, the 2021, the Supreme Court never came to the conclusion that the two petitions were frivolous. So I want to say that with a Ghanaian experience, we've not had the experience of the presidential candidate taking a frivolous matter to the Supreme Court. And that is why I'm saying that we need to exercise a lot of caution. And you see, the interesting part is that sometimes we take the peace that we enjoy for granted. We think it's a matter of course. No. The Supreme Court in the two election petitions, with the available skill sets, have been able to meander the vast issues in a very characteristic manner. And I just want it to be so. We should be cautious not to import very novel conversations into our electoral justice process.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Lawyer Gary Nemakoye, Director Legal, Edema NPP. Councillor Kwaba, Ekosiisen Soni.
Obi,
Nyamia Dom, me pacho unso e. Adom bibi aboko. Entienne
mo se na ma family na mo esi a metie mo ka. Acha me ni klo.
But the conversation Bibia the respected Dr. Kwejo Afari-Gyan Ashas yes it was a group mpempenswa say obi the petition court election petition court na say anko amana say court no hu say ade we out back court that's why be say yemre ne ade a e was a court no atwi nipa kro aso say the be yemfa petitions are frivolous ne eni nyina so bia e be court lawyer Digital Maklo I draw the extension say for parliamentary election they call high court na say be call appeal be call court of appeal and they are nyina no there is an element of cost court no sometimes when we award but for presidential no a Supreme Court, the example be of cost being awarded a better deterrence to be a on-shedding in a Subia no person of Supreme Court. O Jenny say me patch of council.
Yo, Obi. I'm in chair for you. Now, issue of court and the issue of elections. Somebody winning election and another one losing election. The losing party filed a petition in the courts. It's a very complex enterprise. Very complex enterprise. Also, elections, there are a lot of emotions in it. For election, now lose. Obi, and ya agrodi, and ya agrodi cry. It's all down now. Oda with them munisa, what didn't you shall say elections, no? And your ordinary thing. Now, I won't say all elections we are. Let's say yes, we lose. Supporters, no. Almost started our more free said that the election, it be a more short and old one winning. The almost see and just here. Now, there's a balance here. How to come and supporters down? No more who say elections, no, and Papa lose. And I say election, no, be a more winning and a certain areas be more disputed. Sometimes, no, you cannot use overnight to do all those things. And Obi, going to court, no, is another way of calming down tensions to ensure peace and security in the country. Sometimes, because in the heat of the moment, you know, now I say election now, no, Abia and Pampa won't lose. Now, what we are maybe be answering for said, at the end, no. If you want, you lose her, you go over to her, I be high, ever when you are. If I left for no more, I left for the bar, I'm a patient, so Makum said, I be higher winning here, I lose here, I win it, I lose here, I can a couple more, any winning here. All these things are matters of vindicating your grievances. And I do not think, say, we should use monetary considerations as a yardstick to deter people from going to court. I don't think so. In any event, if you go to the process and you lose, mostly at the high court level, you see that the court awarding costs.
Yes.
But these costs are not enforced. Go and check. Techimasa parliamentary petition. The court awarded costs. We never enforce the costs. But you went through the process, and at the end of the day, at least you will say, but you must have honorable in our one case now. I mean, there has to be cool heads here, balancing the peace, security, stability of the country vis-a-vis monetary gain. Because I am saying that most of them are not, you know. All these cases, no cost, no crowd, it is not enforced. It is not enforced against the losing party. And you're a bit careful and a bit cautious. They say, okay, fine. There are sometimes, like as you want to be a depana who say a frivolous matter. I can give example of a petition, a course now, I was Supreme Court. The guy said, pinch it in now, fill out, I'm sick, no, Nanka, I was come over near Mawani. That's a different matter altogether. But then it calmed down the supporters somewhere. Go to the inn, and some lose no piano. There was no tension again. And sometimes, no, me feel say, not so much about money. There are a lot of balancing equations. What did you do home before Boko Court? Calming your supporters down, it's part of it. Let your supporters feel say, yes, they are not the villains. They are almost more when they know. Sometimes you have to balance the equation. They not check out. And many say we should just say Sikasem, yeah, more than the cost. And you know, I don't need the sole basis for why people should not go to court. Going to court is a matter of rights. It's a matter of rights.
Yeah, so, but on the argument, and it's say Obeko Quarter, you have to also take cognizance of the image and the credibility and integrity of the Electoral Commission. We are arbiters of our election in this country. Because the East loses our credibility now. Peace now, yeah, pay or mine, Emma. And when you run to court without solid evidence, just to go drag the name of the EC in the mud, and to no other court than the apex court of the land, I don't think say and there was what they call assuage the pain of supporters. The Supreme Court.
You see, when we make the argument like that, that one everybody will understand it. If you are in the Supreme Court or you are in a High Court,
yes,
to denigrate a state institution, that is wrong. You see, let's distinguish the arguments. If you are in a courtroom, say, how now could denigrating the institution or electoral commission there? Obi, that is wrong. You don't go to court to assert your supporters' pain by denigrating the state institution. That one it is entirely wrong. It's a no. But if you are in a courtroom to challenge a process, I will go through. I'll finish it. What we went through, no, you ought to have won, but you did not win. And you are challenging the patient by patient, but with evidence, credible evidence, and you lose her. I don't see anything wrong with it. That is to say, you must gather your facts, gather your evidence, and make sure the law is on your side before you go to court. But the idea of denigrating an institution of state to assert your supporters a pain, I know many will be an argument.
And do you then agree?
The argument stay at that level.
Yeah. Do you then agree, counsel? Say party na a petition no, and yes, our due diligence ni and gather solid evidence. Now, court, for the want of a better expression, they could waste court the time. The court should award cost against that party, even at the Supreme Court.
Obi. Maybe cost, no. Many say that is the solution to the problem. I don't think so. You see, as I earlier once said, no. You can more the cost. But I'm telling you, 99% that cost you are awarding in election petitions and all, it is not enforced. I mean, no political party, after having won election petition, no, could you not say, I want the entry of cost. No, the entry of cost, could you not say, edit for Crown said, or could you can edit for it is never enforced. And I could not edit for it is never enforced. So the issue about cost, no, in itself, no, to me, is not the issue. What to me is the issue is the political party taking to go to court, no, must make sure say, facts me very well. And we say the election, no, they ought to have been declared the winner, but they actually declare someone lose. But the PC is showing say they won, and they go to court with credible evidence say they won. However, they say they have lost the case. So they block the election petition, the election on the ground. That to me should be the argument. So if they go to court and then it's a business matter, and the court says, well, your case is a business matter, so we have dismissed your case and awarded cost. That cost that the court normally awards, that cost is not enforced.
Okay.
It's not enforced.
Okay, Eduji, I'll come back to you and ask this question. And it seems that only Usini Agari in principle seem to agree on a particular point, maybe because I'm one of practitioners in our court, you see certain things every day, and that's why you've taken this position. But the point you earlier made, Eduji said, the frivolity of a case is to be determined by the court and not a lawyer. But the court sometimes also expect lawyers, having perused the evidence to advise on more client. So the case of Mechanical Lloyd Assembly Plant in Nate, where the court took pains to explain the review jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Now, the court said, and I quote, in part said, the review jurisdiction is not intended as a try-on by a party after losing an appeal, nor is it an automatic next step from an appeal. Neither is it meant to be resorted to as an emotional reaction to an unfavorable judgment. And court no cause so Emma the high standards you have to meet to invoke the review jurisdiction of the court. And the court sometimes expect lawyers to do these things right. And yes, me lose election into Charlie to assuage the pain of my way. Let me just go to the Supreme Court, not just any court, the Supreme Court, and go and waste the time of the court. And we think the court should not put in place measures to prevent people from wasting its time.
Okay, so any Gary, senior Gary Nimako. In 2016, Mini senior in a queen is a natural matter originating matter from the High Court. And I mean, a Supreme Court. Every year, no, it was a 4-1 decision. Yes. For contemplation, there may be a review will be better. The review jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, as pointed out, for instance, in the mechanical law, the Nazi decision, it's a tall order. But it's also true that there have been instances where people have succeeded on the review jurisdiction.
Yes.
So a lawyer, you cannot just sit at home and think, to my mind, this review will not succeed. Once the criteria or the threshold, you are convinced in your mind, sir, you are able to meet threshold. It is possible for justices of the court to say, no, we do not see what you are saying, and therefore dismiss the action. But that should not be a bar from you exercising that right for or to a review. And the other thing said you see, election petitions are overcoming generic. There's a reason why, in the wisdom of the makers of the 1993 Constitution, they didn't ask that you should go to a high court. Remember, this is about the presidency from which all other things flow.
Yeah.
It's not like parliamentary. It is in the wisdom of the framers of the 1993 Constitution, on say about parliamentary, I would call high courts. Now, Osei Zakaria and Yuma Camp, you terminate at the Court of Appeal.
Sure.
What I say?
Sure.
Even now, the Supreme Court has, in a very interesting manner, assumed jurisdiction in some aspect of parliamentary challenge, flowing from the decision recently handed, that is
the Ekosiisen?
The Asempa decision.
Asempa, yes.
Where it was a specific question of Article 94, but the Supreme Court assumed jurisdiction on the filing of a suit and not a petition.
Sure.
What I say?
Sure.
And adjudicated upon it and handed over a judgment. So the point I'm making, is as lawyers, even two lawyers that will sit in the same classroom, same lectures, they tend to see things differently. Me, dear, with the little experience I've had with election-related matters, I would always urge a certain level of caution. Okay. Let me give you an example. In 2008, the presidential you recall,
the
NPP led by my respected senior Akachia went before a high court to restrain the Electoral Commission. Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Exactly. So lawyers, he didn't file a petition at the Supreme Court because at that time there has not been a declaration.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So he decided to go to the High Court to get a restraining order against the declaration of the election. You may sit down and say about this lawyer, this is a frivolous. No. At that time, the client had come with a certain need that he thinks is legally permissible. Now there's a court that has said, look, this one is not permitted. That should end it. And like I pointed earlier, you see, presidential election petitions globally are not toyed with. Whether in the U.S., you remember our goal.
Yes.
It has to end up in the U.S. Supreme Court, right? the issues bordering Florida and many of those states.
Sure.
It ended up at the U.S. Supreme Court. That ends the conversation. So, you see, because of the challenges, the responsibility, the burdens associated with presidential election, I still want to maintain my position. So we should handle it with a lot of caution. A lot of caution. Thankfully,
yes.
Thankfully, through election petitions, and look, I will not say that the conversation is about the credibility of state institutions. It can always be picked out. Okay?
Asempa FM.
If you look at the Afro Barometer report 2019 by the CBE. Hello, Obi.
Me patron me Tiopa Council.
By the CBE.
Yes.
On how people rate, say, the Electoral Commission. Okay. Now, when the question was put, this was the Afro Barometer around 9 survey in Ghana 2022.
Yes.
Now, the CDP, as part of its work, for instance, put the question to the populace, quote, how much do you trust each of the following? Or you haven't heard enough to say. Now, the question was to the Electoral Commission. Can you imagine that only 9.8% of the populace said they trusted the Electoral Commission? An overwhelming, an overwhelming, almost 90-something% felt they never trusted the Commission. So sometimes it is even about how you conduct your activities, your affairs. That really speaks to whether people will trust you or not.
But it's also about how, through the actions and inactions of political parties, much chip away at the credibility of the Electoral Commission. And sometimes through what Afarijan calls some of these frivolous petitions, court to drag the EC's name in the mud.
Obi, let me tell you something. Mekai, after the 2012 election petition and the decision was given, right? I should think that Dankwa Institute or one of them is a public fraud. A public program. Those who the speakers were. The respected lawyer Sam Okujo.
Yes.
Professor Michael Quay, among others. These are not children, quote unquote.
Yes.
They came out with their own analysis of the Supreme Court decision. And the public conversation that flowed after that 2012 election petition is a matter of public record. So, as to how the public will receive the product that may come from the court, either to the court itself or to the Electoral Commission, is something that we need to manage. And I say this because, you see, Obi, my house should be a whole. And the discussion had to do with the executive arm of government, correct? My boss should be all, and we had to discuss something that Parliament can say,
yes.
I strongly believe, sir, the outcome or decision from the court, the court itself should have an internal mechanism, right, to absorb some of these rather rancorous, either condemnation or praise. What is important is the recognition, say, it is the bulwark as far as the rule of law
is concerned. Okay, because of time. Yes.
We have a responsibility to work towards strengthening that bulwark.
of our democracy. Yeah. Council, because of time, I would ask this final question, but I'll start with Gary. Sir, now, where do we go from here? Because another many senior lawyer be Dinkomo, he told me, sir, Osha Supreme Court are active cases, currently active cases before the Supreme Court. Over 300 active cases. If the apex court of the land had this load of work to do, how do we going forward? Say, listen, yes, we agree, presidential election petitioner sui generis, very important, anyway, but we have to put in place a mechanism to make sure, we stop frivolous petitions from coming before us, the apex court, because Ejuma wa so dada. Lawyer Gary Nemakon, what should the court do in responding to suggestion Afarijan at the Amawono? Because we have to deal with the problem if we think it is a problem. Yes.
Can you quantify the cost of security and peace of a country to being in the courtroom to vindicate your grievances peacefully?
Asempa FM.
Quantifying the peace and security of a country. Let's even say the petition is frivolous. Let's even say, for the purpose of argument, it's frivolous, it's vexatious, it's whatever.
Yes.
The person took the route of going to a courtroom to make his case. At the end of the day, 3 months, 4 months, the judges say your case is frivolous. We have to dismiss your matter. So go. The country is peaceful. Just oppose that with a situation where the person says, I'm not going to court. I'm going to take the law into my hands and destabilize the country. Because if I go to court and they say that the case is frivolous, I'll be mortal with heavy costs. So I'm not going to court. Which one is a better route or better option for the country? I do not think that money should be used as a yardstick. I might be thinking court. I do not think so. What I think should happen is for a lawyer before I go court, yes, Obama say the facts. Obama done the evidence. Obama did the theory of his case. Now the law, not the law, and I say Moana, not go court. But you see, Obi, handling political related cases is not as the same as handling a pure land matter or pure commercial matter. Yeah. No, these are matters of law and politics intertwined. You see, that is where people are not getting it. Matter of law and politics together as one. It's not an ordinary commercial enterprise or an ordinary land case or an ordinary matrimonial case. No. A lawyer must be politically savvy to weigh a balance between the external and the internal, the political atmosphere of the country, the people's reaction, their emotions, the atmosphere, how they are feeling, and then take a pause, evaluate the evidence, and say, look, what do we do in the midst of this? What do we do? Yes, there are times that you go to court to calm down the tension in the atmosphere, which I know that my brothers on the other side have done it, I think, about twice or so. You calm down the tension, and after at the end of the day, when the court rules that they have lost, the system is quiet. Mm-hmm. So for me, we have to be very, very careful and not to use monetary interest or punitive measures as anybody who brings case to court and the thing is frivolous, more the person heavy cost. And so therefore, it should be a deterrent for people to go to court. For me, I don't think that is the way to go. Every lawyer will have to assess his law, assess the facts of the matter, and then make sure that as you are going to court, at least by and large, you can say something to the judges. But that also, you should also know that let's look at the security of the state. And to me, that's an important thing. Look at how 2020 people were burning ties and all sort of things that they have won elections. Yet they do call and say, where's your evidence? Or say, my farmer. That's what I say. My farmer. But the court, be able to say, one farmer court. It could be a say, no, Asunjue, Ababoko. And for me, Obi, respectfully, I think we shouldn't use money as a yardstick for entering justice or assessing justice. I don't think that's what we should do. Access to justice is a constitutional matter. It's a matter of rights. And nobody can prevent them from going to court to have access to justice. If so, send someone the crowd of court, someone there, you both out and they go free. But every time it's about elections, elections, there are emotions involved. If you lose elections, Obi, enough forms are, and because you put up Waboka, Wako elections, why campaign, Wananti, the whole country, it's a better amount. Also, then the face will lose. Hey, Obi, enough forms are. If you're a lawyer and they come to you with certain facts, say, lawyer, case you file my now so file a case the crowd.
Yeah.
Because the people will not agree. Say, what's the lawyer don't go court? What's on court? What's that? Lawyer don't go court. Obi, enough from sir. There is always a mixture of law and politics at that level. And yes, and as simple as the way people see it, just say make you go court because. There are even times that you have to file some cases to equalize the number of cases the other are far. There are times to balance the equation in the terrain. Obi, you put it far about 7 cases, parliamentary. You must also file equal 7 or even 8 to balance the equation. Okay? So you say, So if you win this one, you also win this one. If you lose this one, you also lose this one. Equal to equal. So Mr. Mo, I don't think Sika should be the yardstick for having access to justice in our country. We should look at the security of the state. Obi, if the Supreme Court have about 300 cases, that's a man destabilize here. Can they sit and do the cases? They cannot.
Yeah.
If because of one political petition, election petition, no man destabilize here. They can't sit and do their work peacefully. It is nobody should underestimate political related cases like election petition, presidential election petition. Because for instance, MPP and DC, we are very close with the numbers. Especially look at the way Parliament now is structured now.
Yeah.
It should tell you something. It's here for cool heads. Case by, you should take cool heads to deal with this matter. For me, I don't think it's about the money. We should look at a lawyer going to but you see one thing that you asked my brother Tamaklo. Let us build institutions very well. The nature of politicians. Then you have a electoral commission. You have a ceremony. Now, we declare my the case lose one both. Then the next time, they are our enemies, and everything they do is wrong. But when you're on the other side, everything they do is right. I think we should let the EC, do their work and let them to do a very good job. When they declare for you, you'll be happy. When they declare for the other side, and you think, sir, to be honest with you, you can do a self-introspection and we say, I did the election, you lose, but one chance and that's all go to the maybe you calm your supporters down, and do 3 months, I will be autonomy, and then after IPAC and then internal what do you call it, reorganization, and then we see how it goes.
Very well.
But for me, let us not use money. And if you see money, and the country destabilize, then what happens?
Yeah. Lawyer, me das papa. Edoji, finally, what should the apex court of the land, which is the lawyer Gary Nemakon Edoji, the apex court of the land, and they are already inundated with cases.
Obi, like I pointed out, from 1992 until 2012. We've not had a presidential election petition for peaceful cause.
Yes.
Now, when it happened, if you recall, that particular election petition lasted up to August that year. So that's about 8 months. Correct.
That's true.
Now, with the experience from the 2012 election petition, the Supreme Court rules have not been amended since 96. But the Supreme Court said CI 138 or so that had to do with the issue of witness statements among other things.
Yes.
because the Supreme Court is exercising its original jurisdiction, and because the rules in the Supreme Court rules do not make room for the use of witness statement, because it's an original matter, the Supreme Court applies its own rule that allows it to adopt the issue of witness statement as pertains in the High Court.
Yes.
And by the adoption of that rule or that novelty, the 2020 election petition happened a bit more expeditious than it happened in the 2012. So I want to say that the Supreme Court itself has the necessary skill set to ensure speedy adjudication if the concern is about time. The whole idea that even petitions in Ghana are televised helps. So I just want to say that we should exercise a lot of caution in this conversation. The Nigerian scenario is slightly different from ours. And I OTA Afajan on the same platform, Ghana, said another analogy of the Regional Commission Center. It makes the point say in Nigeria, because of the federal nature, unlike Ghana being a unitary state, electoral presidential elections, Ghana is considered as one constituency.
Yes.
In Nigeria, it is different. Beyond winning popular votes, you must also get a certain percentage from each state.
Yes.
To become president of Nigeria. And so they may want to introduce a regional or state-based coalition. You can make that determination of percentage at that state level to help make a determination who won the election. In Ghana, it is different. Constituency called Ghana. And that is why if you look at CI 27, Regulation 2.3, it says the Electoral Commission chairperson shall be the returning
officer. Sure.
For the presidential election.
Sure.
One person. So we need to be very cautious whilst we move on. And that, since I'm wrapping up, again, my party, the NDC, has made it abundantly clear that, for instance, the use of indelible ink should be maintained. The closure of polls at 5 p.m. should maintain. And in the particular instance of the 2024 election, 7 December happens to be Saturday. Our people in the rural areas typically will say that I want to go to my farm briefly before I come and cast my vote. So the dynamics changes once you begin to move into the hinterlands. And the use of indelible ink, OB, as you are aware, Article 42 recognizes only 3 qualifications to vote: citizenship, 18 years and above, and soundness of mind. However, in 2012, we decided to compile a biometric register and now provided Regulation 32 of CI 127 the opportunity for biometric verification. That is not in Article 42.
Yes.
Right? Now, persons who by reason of fiscal disposition cannot go through the biometrics, should they be denied the right to vote? No. So there's a layer called manual verification. How do you ensure that a person who has been manually verified will not go and come back again? the old wisdom of using indelible ink becomes even more pronounced. And that is why you notice that Jameson herself, when she was making CI 127, provided in Regulation 33(2)(c) that there should be a permanent mark on the voter having so cast your vote. I think these things are provided a certain checks and balance. And like I said, when it's not broken,
don't fix it. Council, medase papa bibi ani ebesi di nkomobio. Why? And lawyer Eduji Tamaklo, Director Legal NDC, and a lawyer Gary Nemako, Director Legal PP, and Mote Wonkano on this very, very, very interesting topic. Dr. Kwejo Afarijan Ede Abba. And for more ebi amonte the Afarijan Eka Muma Yentibio.
As in all human endeavors, mistakes occur in elections. But genuine election mistakes can readily be discovered and corrected. Not so deliberate wrongdoing. To deter deliberate wrongdoing, all persons connected with the conduct of elections must be held strictly accountable for their actions by instituting a stringent regime of punishment for willful wrongdoing. All categories of election workers must be familiarized with the applicable regime of sanctions during their training, and any infractions must be seen to be punished. It appears that some candidates rush to court with election petitions alleging manipulation of results, primarily to placate their financiers and supporters so that they will be given another chance to be a candidate the next time. The rush can cause undeserved injury to the reputation of the Electoral Commission and unnecessary inundation of the courts. As we speak, there are well over 1,000 election petitions before the courts in Nigeria. To prevent the rush to court with improbable election petitions from becoming a fashion, I suggest that election petitions that do not succeed should attract punitive sanctions.
Asempa FM.
Dr. Kwejo Afarijan and Etienne in Ekosiisen Suni. O adwenkyerɛ won komo ayedi ho aye WhatsApp number ne 0548 443 523 0548 443 523. Just keep those messages coming. Yebeshe akan amamo. We say Obi, I think awarding cost to the entire party will not deter these two big parties. I believe sentencing the witness I believe sentencing the witnesses will go to the witness box just to tell the judges they did not bring in evidence will be a good deterrence. In addition to the cost to the party, Gustiman ewo breakum. Gustiman election petitions civil matters. I don't know about sentencing, because I should think you mean custodial sentence, but civil matters. I don't know about that, but let's see. We say Obi, awarding cost to a party or applicant for losing a presidential petition is not a panacea. It's a recipe for disaster. For me, the Chief Justice, in collaboration with the EC, must set some parameters to be met by a petitioner before filing a presidential petition in court. For example, 1. Were there electoral offences or breaches? If yes, where? 2. Did the breaches affect the outcome of the result? 3. Can the petitioner show by calculation who the winner of the election should be aside what was declared by the EC, etc., etc.? Probably about 5 questions to be answered by the petitioners. Gordon Asari Bediako and on the way Abra. I think those are some very Very interesting point from Gordon there. Obi, wish Salia Khadija Suwari in Wenchi a happy birthday for me. Lamtekin Rashid or Tema Gulf City and Onodi Way Abraying. We say Obi, I concur with Nimakon. However, I believe the court ought to consider the evidence and dismiss the lawsuit right away to avoid wasting time. One thing you should be aware of is that anyone can challenge their case in court. Those penalties must be upheld. Clifford, Ewo, Canada. This one says, Obi, next year by this time, His Excellency Dr. Baumia would already be sworn in as the President of Ghana. With a majority of MPs in Parliament, Abele is in Lungwa. There is one here which says that, Obi, please, can you ask Eduji why he refers to John Mahama as HE and does not do the same to Nana Akufo-Addo? George Owusu-Ansah or Modena in Italy. His Excellency. Okay, anyways, I hear you. Where's Obi? Good afternoon. Did you know that some of our secondary schools called or more charge or secondary schools need be charge anniversary fee? I've sent my son to the school. I sent my son to the school yesterday, and we were sacked for refusing to pay. And this morning we went and it was the same. They are charging each student to pay 120 Ghana cedis for the anniversary fee and another 70 Ghana cedis for an insecticide spray. So the headmaster is even one day so. Now insecticide spray back here saying now just student be a 70 cedis. Because Sasso bottle back cries and now Oji student be a 70 cedis for insecticide spray. Stephen Tete was so many ajikpo. And also you can find out whether what I'm saying is true or not. I say ne banner da so ewu fie as we speak. Or the school needing Abba. Mementi school needing the Acrosec Technical. Acrosec. I don't know where it is, but that school Omoje anniversary fee and insecticide spray. Obi, please, Dumso is back. Ask the energy minister for us, please. Okay. This one says, Obi, good afternoon. What has happened to Farouk at Bimbila? I am Kwisia Sari from Adenta Frafraha. Farouk Bimbila, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Farouk Bimbila. Okay. Where's hi Obi? I am Silas. Let's vote for Alan as president to lead Ghana this December because he is the man with a vision. Vote for change. Vote for butterfly movement. One for Woodin Anka into a butterfly movement. Butterfly movement. Movement for change. Okay. Let me see. This one says, Obi, good afternoon. I totally disagree with the experienced Dr. Afarijan, the former EC boss, with much respect, on grounds that meting out sanctions on political parties petitioning against electoral malpractices. Rather, sanctions should be meted out on election supervisors for creating suspicions. If elections are conducted fairly and transparently, there would be no room for petitions, and as election petitions, the EC must be guided in this regard. Bright or Dan Suman, Odea Bray, any. Where's the Obi? Voting without an indelible ink is not authentic and doesn't augur well for our democracy. NDC has a case to ensure that indelible inks are used during the December elections. Charles Fojo Odea Enonon. Where's the Obi? So whose duty will it be to determine the frivolity of the case? The person or party that is offended? If so, why do we have the court? Are we do we go to court only to win? Chaos may erupt when people decide not to go to the court. Let's be careful. Prof. or Tema Edia Odia Bray any. Where's the Obi? I agree with the former EC chairperson. I am Yao Ej from Jamasi Buenim, but I'm watching you from Mount Carmel Hospital in Tema Community 25. Thank you. Where's the Obi? It is another week to experience the impact and insight on beginning the year right. This initiative is given, and God bless you and your crew for it. Greetings to Honorable Barbara Otin Jesse
former MP Pristia Huni Valley constituency and parliamentary candidate for the NPP for the 2024 elections, and Ernest Yaokumi, parliamentary candidate for Akwetia constituency. Irresponsible. My name is Nana Kufi Amon inside Coventry in the United Kingdom and also Bogoso. By the way, Bismarck of Coventry says hi, and a big hi to Bismarck as well. Bismarck is a fantastic guy. Where's Obi? The name is Zaruk Nuhu, not Farouk. He is the one contesting with Nitiwol. Oh, okay. Chumeno na kosi saying so. Oma mane kwai. Oma disqualify no. Oh, Zaruk Nuhu no. And Nitiwol call on post. Okay. And meaning that's the information you have there. Apparently, he's been disqualified. Where's Obi? Akro Secondary Technical School is in Uduma Sekrobo. Oh, okay. Uduma Sekrobo. In a school. No. Unfortunately, when such headmasters who are taking unapproved fees are caught, people will come and plead for them. Anniversary fee, we are indeed black people. Kwesi Reynolds, Wagona Otobin. Where's Obi Akrosek? Is an SHS in the eastern region across so very well. Matize Uduma se Krobo. Yeah, that's it. Where's Obi? I greet you and your team. Please help me wish a great man called Mr. Osei Jima, former head of administration at Konfuanochi Teaching Hospital, a big happy birthday. May he live beyond 94.7 with good health. Emmanuel Ade from Rotherham, UK. Thank you. And thank you too for coming through with your message. Where's Obi? In Kwanta South constituency youth organizer Sally Susetre. To an extent, I agree with Dr. Afarijan because awarding costs will let the petitioner relook into their pink sheet before going to court. DMB for 2024 in the Sally Susetre. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Messages no door. So, but let me remind you, say enche. Honorable Kojo Ba Ajiman Ebetenase na yeneno Edinkomo. He wants to be MP for the people of Asante Achem North. We ask a simple question: why? Into Ebetenase na yeneno Edinkomo. Yene onu wia na yedemo akọ Ebuakwa North. Ebuakwa North. Palgrave Boache Dankwa would also join us. Obi, please help me wish Lady Ernestine Abenasika Okanta, a final year student of the University of Cape Coast, a happy birthday. She's offering or the course a BSE education. BSE education. Ernestine Abenasika Okanta, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Edikumsin and on the way about Edikumsin Yadase. Good afternoon, Obi. Dumso is back. But the MPP keeps saying it's a technical challenge. NPP, I agree with Dr. Afarijan. Why? Greetings to Honorable Dry Emmanuel, our next MP for 2025 in the Upper West Achim constituency. Eric Tetefroku, we are Deputy Communications Officer, Emma NDC, in that constituency. Musa Abatwa says, Obi, I essentially agree and disagree with Dr. Kwejo Afarijan. I agree to a suggestion that some election petitions are frivolous, but I disagree in the sense that it actually prevents electoral violence. Because when there is an avenue to resort to, why must it be only win by hook or crook? However, we in the NDC are committed to free and fair elections because JM's 24-hour economy, where 3 shifts of 8 hours each to maximize productivity and efficiency to transform Ghana into an import substitution and export-led economy, has been widely accepted by a majority of Ghanaians. Musa Abatwa, somewhere in the Kumasi Abatwa Company Limited. Where's it, Obi? Good afternoon. Alhaji Zaruk. Hey, Chum ne dome. Now you say you're disqualified, no. Almost the matter has been transferred to the National Executives and National Council. Seshak, thank you. And apparently the guy has not been disqualified. Ewo Bimbila, very well. Obi, welcome back. Happy New Year. Ghanaians should take their time. We cannot just take a day to be where the U.S. is in democracy. We need to go through all inflations till we get perfect. Thank you. Gamel, listening to you from Ewutu Obrachere, Nedie Enono. Obi, we in the NDC will not even think of any activity at the Supreme Court. Maybe later in 2028 and beyond. His Excellency John Mahama is winning, and Zaneto Ajeman Rollins is increasing her hold on the Clote Kole seat by a 12,000 vote margin from the current 8,195. Hey. In the Eugene Elliott, a constituency secretary ma NDC, Clote Kole constituency. Ono say Zaneto ebe BT ni note by 12,000 votes. Hey, Eugene Elliott message ye keep you enti Edruwa Yebe so akaini bio. But let's see how it goes. It will be an interesting constituency to watch though. Enti we'll see. Obi, good afternoon. Please wish a belated birthday to Dorothy Amamrekua, a level 200 HR student of the GCTU Abeka campus, from Dennis Amwakon of GCTU. We say, okay. Let me see. We say, Obi, the Akro Sectec is in the Lower Manya Krobo municipality. Obi, there must be stiff punishment for whoever will go to court without evidence, like what happened in 2020. William Sangmore, Edie Enono. Hi, Obi. I somewhat agree with the proposals of Dr. Kwejo Afarijan. Awarding huge cost will be a good deterrence for any tenuous petition. This is what the African Court for Football-related issues is using to prevent anyone from sending any frivolous petition to the court just to score political points to its supporters, as happened in 2020. You should have a strong case before you go to court. This would also prevent serious wastage of our precious time. Godi Ewotema. Obi, one constituency you must be interested in is in Shiayeso constituency, where former MP Andy Kennedy can come as contestant sticker. George Kwateno Adenta. Yeah, it's a constituency we've paid attention to. We interviewed all the aspirants na ewo eha intermontion and so. Yenkotie we emra ba the Honorable Kojoban Ajeman etnase. Yedemu kwa Asante Achem North. It's a very interesting constituency for so many reasons. When is currently MP Ohoye Andy Apia Kubi or Senya Contestibio, and there is Kojoban Ajeman, there is the PRO for the education ministry, and one other guy also contesting in there. Moma and the PRO for education ministry Kwesi Kwatin for more munimno or contested ebinti. It's a very, very tight constituency. Yentie we emra ba Kojo Bajaman is in our studios. Stay with us.
Ecobank Mobile to make me say Ecobank Mobile to make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah, download it. You gon' enjoy it. In my Bramin check. In my Bramin check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. Can't come on, Ecobank Apple. Can't come on,
Life is easy with the Ecobank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the Ecobank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with Ecobank. Kim promise.
Travel and tour. Yasa kanye hobio. AFCON 2023. Yedi Ghana for no bio pesoko tournament ni bi wo Ivory Coast so kogu nem se bana kwen 21 sheshe. Enkankan tournament te se we ya. Yechi no bie ni ho. Enti 30th January ko 11 February. Aye 2 packages. Yedi kan aye 1 in a room package. Ana won kwa showroom. I know you 23,000 Ghana cedis. And you 2 in a room. I know you 15,000 Ghana cedis. A biaba with breakfast. You beside wa for nice places in Ivory Coast. Luxury bus road trip. And a match tickets. What the match matches no be. Register this year office Abria. Was it 24th December 2023? Let me have 0209 194 507 and 0247 431 602 at Inchile Mubia.
Minya, what
Aqua Safari Resort Nancy, and your mamma come and share Huna Minya or Aqua Safari Resort for Fron and Show. So what do Aqua Safari to my phone, the indigenous show at Joe. Now what do 24 hours bachelor no at show? Ya in nature strungu and summer you may be to say jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and a cast net fishing. And in Naka, you made your Pierre Aqua Safari. Mark 24 puncher for non found go for taste of one team of mere every year. Who no one and no man who rather for Fessu. I don't know one dear Grana Mawendiani. Me mom dear, Minya just strong. Now means me trains and mess with Shako Aqua Safari Resorts view.
Senior won't you how Tibiano. We hear Syntax Tanko. Free say, Syntax Tank to me, Jine, a real sacra bia. Empire, ne bonus so ye come say. When him say, Syntax Tank ne D can ye double layer tank organa. When him also say, Syntax Tank Korea, any D can ye tank a muda hokai. A move fita. Na say, Siadie, who bet match size, color, type, biara will pay. Syntax Tank, Bayamau. Na nini ne chino ekita 7 years warranty umpewe na open dia frakra e was 0244 335 168 Kumasi 0505 555 666 Syntax Tank e muda hokai Syntax Tank e strong e tough.
Secretary, when you called one, I don't know you. Lassa boss in your coda, the union proves ya a meeting crown with Charles one. A drop no Marco Tobrena, a quantum's hand. Make a top Flimmer triple action. Oh, sir, Flimmer triple action. Hey, the boss didn't send a name minimum. Hey, boss. Good afternoon. Hey, let me cast a Jumam Hankon, some of the Monkamu. Boss, no. Flimmer triple action. A Bwame papa. Everyone, I don't know. A Jacobito. Flimmer triple action. Anne. So called Rachu, who was here, and as I promise you, copper Fruma triple action. Then to just amount them cry.
Wubenya Fluma triple action, our pharmacy, any over the counter medicine sellers. At a phone call, Action Pharmacy, Kumase 0208 196 165 and 0270 911 199. I pay for about a woman for, and then Quada one in fear do me nunca. FDRJ didn't crack to ya too.
Fluma triple action. Action Kwa.
Blessing, do you know of any good medical school I can take Kofi to?
Oh, Fifi, is that why you're looking all moody? Then I have some good news for you. The College of Medicine and Allied Sciences, COMAS, Accra, Ghana, is a degree-awarding institution, and they offer Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery using the Graduate Entry Medical Programs, Bachelor of Diagnostic Imaging, and BSc Health Information Management. All these programs are accredited by GTEC. Their bilingual curriculum prepares you to consult in French.
But I'm worried about admissions.
Admissions are ongoing. Contact us on Facebook or on Instagram at info.comas or call us on 0208 456 556 or send them an email info@comas.edu.gh. COMAS, the citadel of a holistic professional medical education.
Illegal mining continues to destroy our lands and waters.
We are getting some cases of young people whereby they come with difficulty in breathing and cough. We find that they have extensive damage to their lungs. They tend to be people who come from communities that are involved in illegal mining.
From January 12th, we continue the fight against illegal mining in our communities. It's the Poisoned for Gold Community Tour. Join Erastus Asaredonko as we engage the people of Samerboy about the dangers of illegal mining. The Poisoned for Gold Community Tour is part of the USAGM Media Project on Nature Crimes in Ghana, supported by the U.S. Department of State Bureau of Oceans and International Environment and Scientific Affairs, Office of Conservation and Water. The tour is in collaboration with the Multimedia Group. Media partners: Joy News, Adum TV, Joy FM, Love FM, Inshira FM, Amobrasia FM, Tricky FM, Asuna FM, Royal FM, Velvet Beam Radio, Max FM, Green Gold Radio and TV.
for New Year DBS Industries Limited for say one more border is summer free. I want in the year free bonto. Ndiyan so beto mu roofing sheets papa. Woman dia bedwama nso ne mu biabi. Wo mu abeba boss mo kama. Wontiashi. Enti we dia ne jesam. Wo betumi so from what the free estimate. From CCA. Accra number no 0240844444. Kumasi so dia 0506 004 141. Dakra dia 0506 004 242. DBS Industries Limited. Roofing papa fee.
Hey, Lala Didi Lala. What worry us so dear? Na me dear yemia. Africa Queen Mackerel bonnet juma was the Africa Queen Mackerel Lydia what's as you unia. So the year Jania. A dance tomato sauce ne go on so a rich. Yes. A piece of war. It's a median in a day strong con. And nam no sushi muma. Na me just a nam pankwa. Wow bet see. No bet second so. A great one. Na me say me chokwa men kwai. Na me to be gumwa. Not on any terms so. Honey. Oh papa. Oh you ma. Me jo. Nature say, jollof, Gary photo, rice and stew, and piscine gravy dear. Africa Queen Mackerel ni more. Intimi now. Africa Queen Mackerel. Shawenum keke, nam papa no.
Africa Queen, shawenum keke.
Dachimbo Ganie, Masanso Ababim, Sese Kingdom Home Real Estate Development Limited. I am for Kramaye. Hey, Caneno, so Benya Sasi, ever a pre and I say Croupon, Nem Pobit Messu Deriano, a moon some AAP. Nanso Enadie, Kingdom Home Real Estate, SCC at Dana Riekra, or 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom houses are West Area Waton, and a 2-bedroom apartment, Nina be Ewo, and Sony Kania Sodi, a floor 247, Neba security some de Abambo, and yet Mudakra, CCTV cameras, a Tramwesia, now it was serene environmental, a good weather condition pa. Dear Nijini, dear Nikane say, so what's an estate anymore, not tourist site, I would go a Tramwesia, a bit to say, a brief Botanical Gardens, Boti Falls, Aqua Safari Resort, and also a Bentete Kwashi Hospital and also. Enti Sawoti Kingdom Home Real Estate dia. Na uti wofia ankasa. Enti minu ma mufra buchiraba. Na mope baby a good weather condition wo akwa kwatena de. Mumra anaso pese otodan. E de ma momi ni popi. Betena baby o masumba twu wo dia. Ene e bra Kingdom Home Real Estate. Enya ira kwan kra. Ye obi e wa Kropon ene bi nso wo abri. Ufri Adenta Aircon e 30 minutes drive pe. Na wo mo adan no so de fofofo enti se wo pedan atode a ene afre yen sesie friend Accra office no e was 0240 521 276 anaso betma frɛ Akropon office e was 0555 612 611 Kingdom Home Real Estate Development Limited e yefia nkasa
Ghana for why ready ana Game Park Limited a lottery company for Ewa Ghana Kroma e dia grow for Abeja na e shase every 15 September 2023 you so ba da wakoma so every the number 1 Ekosiisen 36 chani boom na share nim say wo be disika bocho wa bra ye number na pie bobo hu na ye ready say wo be di mula wa bra wo twa from 1 Ghana cedi to 350 cedis na face kana wo be channel fa bo hu predio no nsia me tire 26 times e was up pick one game yimu but star 946 hash e networks ni nyina so and now betimi download the Game Park app no e your website ni so www.gameparkgames.com share live draws e Adum TV anopa no nkron ewi adumie no e na nwumre no nsia de bia Game Park more mula more power Sagrodi National Lottery Authority in Sashase undi mfie du nwoche a endi sagro ibi bono wa hwe yiem
Chris, download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy. Yeah. Oh yeah, download it. You gon' enjoy it. In my ramen check. In my ramen check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. Ecobank Apple. For
easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
Anytime I feel lonely, feeling sad, only one station makes me happy. When I wake up in the morning, only this station makes my day. Yeah. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Oh, Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM. Asempa, Asempa, Asempa FM.
94.7 Asempa FM. Ekosiisen suni ma yema munyina akwa babio emfamomra jumedie so there's this birthday wish one of our viewers on YouTube Osei a friend Alfred Blay. Good afternoon. Today marks my 35th birthday and I thank God for this journey. Alfred Blay, watching you live from Fishermed Milton Keynes in the UK. And Alfred Blay, happy birthday to you, and we hope you live to be 94.7 and beyond. One thing in so a define team arrivals ewo AFCON ebeko so la Côte d'Ivoire dressing our teams no at the echo, but so far no ja the Ghana Black Stars asay baby I mean Canada out that Ghana Black Stars dressing our team ne the echo is all share or more. And in fact, Omufra Kente. Oh, Charlie, Omoa a year team, and you see the pictures. Yeah, the pictures. The big goose is here. Mamunyi na mahu. Said yeah, Nioma is here. Quite Black Stars dressing. Aha, into Oba Obehu. Into where the Omufra Kente. Then there's the other ones now. No Mosha Jumper and Kwan and so no so be count. Into where the team ni Kente and bra Facebook ne bra beshe. Any YouTube Black Stars players ni isi or La Côte d'Ivoire. Airport. Oh, Charlie, Dodo. We Kente pa na boys na Efra earlier na almost share. Your friend is saying classy jumpers be in the usual jumper ne was a jumper nini in the way no more fra Kente no ede eguso na jumper no sha cut out and a pamia cut out here you know a fashion house in Ghana, a young man and a CEO of Cutout into a more and a parliamentarian in our style Black Stars players no come and Tarian the F a Cutout abona hinema show more kinta mofra oba obehu pictures nina very very beautiful. We hope say this beauty no or mobe manner reflecting in the football on the pitch, which we all have no doubt say Black Stars will rise up to the occasion. Inti omontare the F inti BB our Cutout and your team, Charlie. Kudos to all of you. Cutout ayadi and entire the F papa wa style Black Star she kudus. No Charlie kudus swag na another level. Now kudus no bano. A West Ham foreman Bruni bi odinechi so yeah. I ask for physio no. Ofriayas, we sure. Okay. In the ayas for physio na edinachi or then enam. Sure, Kudus Mohammed or you brutal star boy. Enti cut out abon homo in the entire no say far you know who to call. Jumpers nefe, stylish, classy jumpers pano more fracking tenego. So I mean showcasing Ghana's rich kente. It's the best form of advertising for our country in this very 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 big football event. The only downside for me and it's a flight are Black Stars Eddie free flight or Moody free Kumasi call La Côte d'Ivoire street na Air Côte d'Ivoire Charlie Air Côte d'Ivoire Ghana Côte d'Ivoire or airline national airline Ghana nibi Côte d'Ivoire Côte d'Ivoire we are Bijan yi amuso krofro ade papa bi answer there anyway You know, airline, national airline, Air Cote d'Ivoire, marketing the country around the world. Ghana, it's sad. And for me, so this particular picture, that's the contrast you see. The Black Stars players, no, looking all nice, very classy in their jumpers, but standing close to Air Cote d'Ivoire. And Air Cote d'Ivoire, ne boy chiri. Oh, and yet Nkoye, because Osha Morocco for Air Cote d'Ivoire, modi omo national airline. Air Maroc, no mudi Royal Air Maroc, nisio. Nigeria, minim na Nigeria mo, yeah, Nigeria there, Nigeria Ghana there, okay. In the anyways, that's where we are with the Black Stars. Indeed, cut out. Kudos to you and to your team for doing this really good job on the Black Stars. Memma honorable Kojo Majimana Kwaba watna say but my come for flumal triple action emamo and the weather no na say how an yome obechia obi oso wenya cold obi enya cold and ana no obi catch me say cold ni bibre na aba no say another a year of covid o say den untimi ehu but nipa bibre na enya cold. The good news and it's for cold and flu, when your nasal congestion, when your sinus problems, ninyina no, unya flumal triple action a ebi tu ase ede amount. Action Pharmacy and decide draw on wasui aba. Na nye flumal triple action ko mo di Ovisa post pale and swaba. Ovisa post pale and so omodi bi aba and so e boa papa ewo system yimu. All pharmacies in Ghana ubenya inro yibi ato inti flumal triple action and Ovisa post pale or Kaishi drug lane across Central Kaswa and nationwide will be a pharmacy will be out kasa open ro yibi ato flu any cold or a two as yet to say baby no Action Pharmacy numbers in is open ro yido etua 0260 869 872 0260 869 872 and a 0270 911 199 0270 911 199 and a 0208 196 165 0208 196 165 Omonso boye papa and Macan DBS free roofing promotion and wasam atrem and uko DBS are the obeto any chance to die no you the bebo die so free amount you only pay for the roofing sheet. The installing of the roofing sheet no a free absolutely free in moma yenyina yen hye so opeto no kasa wo akra half free 0240 844 444 0240 844 444 na only one into me any enkomo mama yen hye so obapa product nso wonto obi a pebito yewo obapa sardine yewo Africa Queen mackerel and obapa tomato paste Emmanuel ye de papa men Canada inti momoden so obepe bia to easy to open unhia se kind ten katabia mo amopedudu etu mo mfre obapa product e was 0302 668357 0302 668357 obapa tomato paste wara obecheke Kingdom Home Real Estate nso adan a e fair omusisi no ese wani ensa wo kachre ye wa adan ni bi we buri ebi nso we kropon enti mu a mo pe that ambience e buri ofro bepona oh adan amanfo abrogo na ma eho akwakoye a go to place na ope baby amframa pa bi befa wo ho na I enjoy the best Ghana has to offer a bri any crop on bepon so eho ye kama from a bo ye different in the Hona Kingdom Home Real Estate akwa ku si adan edi egu na nya adan ye share chire e wo kwan ho kama serene environment, high standard security, stable electricity, ye nsuo with backup generators, everything ewo kama and your location in somehow easy access to tourist sites be to say Ebri Botanical Gardens, Boti Falls, Safari Valley Resort, all within 30 minutes drive from Accra. And to visit us away Cropon right after the Latte Junction or in Ebri near the Ebri Girls Senior High School. And as well with my friend 0559 671 144 0559 671 144. Yeah, special offer. Utuya 50 to 70% down payment. Na you spread the account amount 2 years, never without interest. In the 50 to 70% down payment, and then we spread the remainder for you to pay within 2 years without interest. Into Mama Yenina and Shannon so. Open tank and so they are stored in Syria, a syntax tank, a strong, a tough, syntax tank, color be a ope, ye be amount, guarantees be a ope, ye de bemount, inner layer ope or tank, they say double, triple, quadruple, ye be the amount. Kai say, no matter your water need, Syntax has got you sorted. You were over 300 agents nationwide. You do pay a tank nibia. Or the fraying, maybe I will be a bibebril, ubit my order online. Syntaxgh.com. Syntaxgh.com. To order a tank, no fre 0244 335 168. 0244 335 168. Now only in the Encomo. Ecobank says a whoopisica. Ho akwatwe sika ho akwatwe ama ohia sika bi de atwa wo ho sisia number obefre star 770 hash star 770 hash. Once you call this number, you amount instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility payment, airtime, and data purchases. And so much more. I mean, you can do that even without data. And it's star 770 hash, and then you are good to go. There is no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. Ecobank would always come to your rescue. Just call star 770 hash for solutions to all your money emergencies. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank. Honorable Kojo Majaman, Akwaba na pom to saying.
Elder Osei Bonsu. Nyame adum bibia iboko.
Afisi apanso.
Afiko mete.
Afisi say na bibia koyi.
Afisi say na mapon parliament na
na me de wa ba ha say bramie ni nkomo.
My third day in parliament.
Yeah. But it's you swear in about 3 days after swearing in our parliament. Wow. But Asante Achem North, constituency ni mu na ufi.
Ana mama me papa nya free.
Omufi agogo.
Yeah, omu agogo.
Oh, the way agogo true and true.
Yeah. Born and bred in agogo.
Agogo.
Yeah. Wow. Well, me started school. My papa is police.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so na me so na me I said no kuma say but me ba ni ma dey me ho here. So me started school at Nima police station.
Okay.
All nation. On Nima roundabout.
Yeah.
International school be no. When I'm started here. Then na papa a police officer send me kai. In the office na omukokum odate Wellington.
Oh.
So he has to flee Ghana.
Okay.
Akope baby after odate Wellington death. So now my mommy a teacher in no so child you go to be 13.
Okay.
Tina we need to go back to the Agogo. Misakotwa school so training college no school be a friendly practice school.
Practice school.
I wanna make out twice from I think class 2 or so. Me primary school no Misako Agogo State. Agogo State Secondary. No me fear over Canada. Me nam abrabo mo abedu we no. So I was born and bred in Agogo. Yeah.
Wow. Yes, meaning say why this position now Usiki say Ubenyan why you be that you've been MP in that same constituency before. Why do you want to go back? I didn't know officer sign a member of parliament bill.
Obi Mechia yetie for na unum say Asante Achem for na Asante Mantem. Omutie o Adanse
FM
98.9.
Sure.
If I so achia Agogo Asante Achem na Asante Man na omutie. Obi I think say we are saying no idea simple I any party me define and they say o compare no mami no obekai say senior okay my DMP ni be 2013 January 2013 and yes we are in your parliament Fofia and Twata say your constituency say opposition 2 years no so or primaries.
Sure.
June 2015 and a year primaries are Milusu. Then Saturday no na MPP opposition. I think some born me home modern bia was a mayor.
Oh yeah.
Her achievement, my son will be a WhatsApp. Achievement, I'm a MP opposition 2 years. And near Obaya, you are bam, or no, or you're fortunate, Obenya, the government in the core parliament. Osei, deputy minister, when you had 2 terms of
as member of parliament.
Okay. Now, Nijuma dear, and then dear more position 2 years in dear. Now, among for say, I assure so as once, and the Yahunia Emudu, and Kakoju Bakrani Yano for these 2 terms. Yes, just as I bring the constituency, no, a drew a numerous in Sanya Echo. Indeed, among for an Eka, Obi said, Ukas and Tiachima, Unam Kroma, Otsi, Kojo Bro, Baba, Kojo Sambra. Into over here, make up file, make up picking me from simple. And a night before I go picking that a group of assemblymen on my election for free. A buy as a honorable Jaya Becky is a Sikano. No, I'm not far from no more. And I'm saying, and in this case, a Mokoye draft or commercial bank. So, a call from the people, and I was a leadership, no. Nipa na ubedi omo enim. So omona the best observers.
Yes.
Omona the best people that they can tell you say you were fit for the job or you were not fit for the job. Inti omo ka sebra. Now one ma be a party na what baba from one ma you vote a call from one ma 109 MPP also say it now. Also, woman for your party one on Tenefi on Kase it's about me. Politics is not just about you. Leadership is not about you, it's about who serve a lot of people, who serve a community, who serve a constituency. So I had to listen to their call. Because man be a friend me. Now I think that about 3-4 months ago, I was going to banana me dream home. Was a Kojo, Mamika Zemicho.
Asempa FM.
So, and Colami Nufi. Now, what small say, Omunconsu. Now, Omukodun Suna, no, yeah, I track class the engineer in Sumu eti.
Yes.
And this and now, and the area also a man for boot pipe in Yan. Uko in Sum, or this a Kojo. Miss Mammy, no, someone calling so and Remy. Now, Mukodun Suna, no. Bako said, me drew a menkwana mo man you be answer me into all the bucket no I friend bucket no and no asa abafie ene ne or de osa ne a obetimi ono obetimi asoa e de baba fie no den na o se wo bibi out the man na me say o ne ode biba fie no o se sa na wo wote nti na ye frɛ o se bra because yasoma nkwala me no yasoma o mo so mo go bunso mra ba akoko dru nso na no was at the bucket number say oni opoafo bia obeswa no but wo ukodu nso na no satem na waban ni ho if you me nipa ne de ma as ye adwuma ne hwe but ultimately at least near even half of a bucket a buyer ne no say yes ebo abaso na ebo na sababi
baba realistically na possible say NPP beat me lusu Asante Achim no. Is it possible irrespective of candidate or modern nebeko?
Menye sure say obi asun daida say for when NPP be lusu seat. Nobody thought about that. And then you know we assume so NPP but you say independent person.
Sure.
And that is how these things works. At times you know o teacher o feel say BBI but obi dey also ma agogo ma Asante Achim. At times small on try for no no mo tie ne ekoso efom yama ye ni amre na ye da na ye say ye jai constituency no say ne tie ya wan hwa ye ni baba ye so no na fofi antoata
na NDC aje constituency na free monsem.
It can be anybody.
It is possible.
Yeah, it can be any,
but as we speed you be anywhere or independent, right?
Obia unity I declared 3 days ago so
Obeko independent. Nipa ni free MPP mo.
Nipa no was an MPP decent, I can tell you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Waba out to declare so Obeko independent.
We declare in the public, original platforms are declared.
And that would mean say it may change the dynamics in more constituency.
If we don't change the current MP, it will affect us.
It will affect him.
Definitely.
But the point is, if the people are calling on you, say, almost 2 years, and our first time, why are there so many other people contesting? Because they would also tell you, say,
yeah. Oma picky forms now a covet and pass in say.
You're saying 4, right?
Yeah, 5.
5.
Yeah, 4 plus the MP.
Plus the MP now 5.
Omuna MPP 4.
Okay.
Omuna who the state of the party. When you show over from Mubi or because you said the party is in a good state. And you know, Omuna a concern say we should change the
status quo.
The
MP. Okay.
Some MP may or to say on the pen back contested. And the current MC. I'm pen on me back contest. Well, why now say any crowd a dozen. A be fair and a be alcohol independent because they think that if we maintain the status quo, a case MP international near the 2024 election is going to be a disaster for MPP was Asempa North.
Because I just saw an online story. That's on citynewsroom.com. I say Asempa North MPP executives want their MP Andy Appiah could be sanctioned, and I found it's interesting. I mean, Omo at the attach statement. Constituency executives not assigning into the story. It's signed by. Or say yours sincerely, Williams Abuaje Boatin, Constituency Secretary, Executives President Edward Asadu Kukurubo, or no, chairman of the constituency, or constituency chairman, no?
Yeah, Asadu.
Edward Asadu.
Yeah.
Asadu ya inimnu ya.
Yeah.
Waste Management Asadu.
Yeah.
Okay. Kofi Owusu Nyantechi, first vice. Alex Asum Eduardo, second vice. Williams Abuaje Boatin, secretary. Albert Boache Danso, treasurer. Prince Obenya Mwako, organizer. Amwakun Ojam Parkinsley, youth organizer. Millicent Nkansa, deputy women's organizer. And a James Ofuriata, financial secretary. And the conspicuously missing here the substantive women's organizer needing India. But the statement says petition against Honorable Andy Appiah could be for his failure to work with constituency executives and neglect of duty at the district assembly. Also, we, the undersigned constituency executive committee members and concerned citizens of Asempa North, write this petition to bring to your attention the significant concerns regarding the conduct and performance of Honorable Andy Appiah Kubi, who is seeking re-election as the NPP's candidate for the upcoming elections. And this letter is addressed to the Vetting Committee, NPP Regional Office, Ewo Kumase. Almost say it is with great disappointment that we express dissatisfaction with Honorable Andy Appiah Kubi's failure to effectively collaborate and work with the constituency executives. As representatives of the people, it is imperative for elected officials to maintain a close working relationship with the party's executives to ensure efficient party organization and effective representation of the constituent interest. And almost furthermore, we've observed a consistent neglect of duty by Honorable Andy Appiah Kubi at the district assembly. As a member of the assembly, he has a responsibility to actively participate in the decision-making process, contribute to the development of the district, and address the concerns and needs of the constituents. However, his absence and lack of engagement have hindered progress and left the constituency without proper representation. During the just ended district assembly elections, he sponsored and supported an NDC candidate to deny a staunch NPP member the opportunity to represent the electoral area. We have an audio recording of the assembly member-elect commending him on radio for his support in diverse ways. And it goes on and on, but the point is almost all the constituency executives no answer as a crata we are CB. Is the situation that bad in my constituency? No?
Me just say my one-on-one is about me and what I want to do as an MP.
Yeah, I know, but say at the end of the day, you want to unseat a certain MP.
I think so. Almost issues are constituency executives in war with MP and the core vetting committee, and so Kamesha said we shouldn't go into it. I'm not a NEC member, I'm not a vetting committee member.
Yes.
But what I can tell you confidentially, I said, on the Eco constituency election, he presented a group of people.
Okay.
And they lost. I think the women organized an
winning.
And Omoya appointees, they brought in people on waiting Omoya. And information I remember here, on the constituency executive platform, he hesitated, and since then, on no meeting rather. And it seems that assembly, also, he presented somebody to be chosen as a MC. The person lost. Yeah, man, not the assembly on order on MC and Kasai and all those things. So, issues are. I want to make sure say all is not well with the constituency as far as the party is concerned. Because our MP now no constituency executives na and Kasa no money meeting. Now how are you going to run?
But it's also possible, sir, maybe because the constituency executives currently as constituted now, no, majority of them and young for no present to them they pay back time will frustrate the MP and MP in Yakwa energy.
The irony of this matter is that okay, I said 4 years ago, 2020.
Yes.
I was banned from contesting. So almost on my main contest. It was the same people. So what changed?
Executives way more.
Yeah, as is a chairman and a new. I'm working now. I want no more no issues. So it's not about a new crop of people we know about almost frustrated. It's not people. Now the attitude, the character na.
And for you, election we are contest, a rescue mission for you to rescue Asante Achim North.
Not just Asante Achim North, but New Patriotic Party. I may member. I was a medical constituency in the Numpe. It's Adia Ekoso na a health constituency now. I need to be much concerned. And now, almost a Kwajubra no. My emergency men so I have to rise up to the occasion and listen to the plea and concerns of my people. A rescue mission for MPP to help us break the 8. Yeah, numbers no. Now you reduce so baby.
But in the going, because I know say Munina Mushia delegates in your Mudin Komo catch on what you want the power to do for them. In your case, no, why a MP that ain't constituent no fair idea what you have done and what you can do. Really, what is new? Are there dear pa na ya the fofra obetimi o baba be yama won bio.
Obi no be re. Say I haven't been just an MP before. Okay, say Abaniba Power 2017.
Yes.
I was the board chairman for National Sports Authority.
Sure.
And you know the capacity of a board chairman. You know the caliber of people that are given that offices. You sit on boards are the composition vary from a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
Professors, security services people, chiefs, engineers, doctors, and all that. Mayor board chairman, Obi Mayor be real. Notably, medical to me home. Unim game na a friend tech ball. I said table tennis.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah, tini and nine
able.
Teams that what Europe in South America will be or training pitches. It helps with concentration, game planning, and strategy. Yeah, the people Ghana now Obi Ampese Obejatu medical was Santiago were trained as sportsmen, some were trained as referees, some were trained as coaches. And yes, federation of Ghana. So say a big Ghana be great.
Okay.
So say a very big fake tech. I say FIFA for ratings. Okay, Ghana for a rate 2 million Santiago for.
Oh.
Just 4 months ago, Omoko ball tournament Tunisia. Ghana won bronze. The coach who's coaching the team, Ifra Santiago, players one na Ifra Santiago. And why you wear my exposure say, well, you have opened them to the world. The guy said, when bronze now interview coach, I was sitting behind my DSTV. Now maybe these young chaps having this opportunity
from Asante Achim.
And as on tables or a lot of places or more boss our game maybe it gives me relief. It gives me some joy. Say, you have given these boys opportunity. Maybe a board chairman. My team was Asante Achim. Me were coach team under 13, under 15, under 17, and I'm work 3rd division. When you say Evans at Mark one about Kotokoya, say oh Karela or she goes in and out. He was my player. Me only thing was Asante Achim. So as a board chairman, I made an impact in people. What about my marathon that? I made Asante Achim to be on a national platform. You 2 marathon or Asante Achim. National marathon, I became Ghana national sports calendar. So.
Yes.
Menu and free Kenya and Obroni free Italy. Ebe 2B. Obi, let me give you a breaking news today. Abemwana Odi, a kind William Aponza.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of sponsor. No?
Yeah.
Say I will let him be a world champion. When he was after a marathon, Ghana team a call Commonwealth Games at Birmingham. He ran the 10,000 meters for Ghana.
Oh.
And then I'm say or West Texas University on scholarship. We're breaking 5 new records for America. 5 records.
Oh really? That guy, slim guy,
that
you know.
Boy na dano. Church no.
Yeah.
You know, Aponsa is in West Texas University on it. Benjamin Azamati. Mene kasa call from Mene kasa Azamati na mene kasa through him. Now he has broken American national record on
marathon.
On marathon.
Wow, that's impressive.
So it tells you my ability and my prowess and capacity I'm building in the constituency. Me a board chairman.
Yeah.
On sports authority. People have seen what I can do. You've been there before. Agogo is now on the world map. It do that time now. The local economy change. Hotels, bars, the entertainment that comes along with it. Cars, because people from all over the world patronize Agogo and Asante Achim. There are boys I woha metimedi when you mama ne ebi bo national under 17 ebi Turkey ebi wo Portugal ebi wo Thailand omo bobo because
players from Asante
Achim. Obi me free and there are a lot of people who have gotten job opportunities even from my time as board chairman. If we campaign 2020 is and then I manage one of the leading agencies driving government transformation agenda. Me the managing director and the chief executive officer of Ghana Digital Center.
Yes.
I created a lot of employment opportunities for the youth. Obi, about a month ago, I took some digital skills training for Asante Achim. We trained over 200 youth. Anna, hitoto, omuni any idea on digital skills, and then it be me flyers for my campaign.
Yes.
Omo the contest. Omo ya omo
guys in design.
Yeah, omo se ya na dey fe. Minimobia a yesi omo fie. Omo angofa David design bi ono designing obituary invitations omo ya. Guys back bi wo omo design app. I'm friend pick me. I'm the Pragiane Okade.
Okay.
Now they are building their creativity skills. Baby. So people have felt the impact. Say, could you buy first year term ni huno? Buy MP huno. Obi, as we sit here, I've helped with scholarship opportunities for over hundreds of people who could get fund next scholarship secretary. I'm always on them. So let's build the youth capacity. A bit more how my phone is coming over here. Me palm chop. If you how many schools abroad per scholarship. I played and they are sorted. Because we have over 36 students out there almost there on having scholarships. Nina is a buying by my capacity baby am abedu no bi my year no bu say I didn't my year MP pen my year board chairman pen and they me chief executive officer of a government agency. It tells you the class I've built. Ministers are no more Ghana. I was with them in parliament. If you say me compare Bibia come constituency, I'm a me constituency. Weapon me. Obi I go for me no me sure say me catch you so me constituency person obey attachment to how I say there Peter. And this is the network that I've built for myself. Yes, me di to me Benjamin Eshame. Nyame di me simpempen so a ba bia ni wo oban mo amintimi ngra. Se minister be me no kasa metima na kasa. MP no so me no kasa metima na kasa. Se board chairman be ni here approval bia I can easily go there. Say chief executive officer be na PPP on wa. They are my colleagues. People have seen say no. Say MP na I say no man yepe obi fufura. Let's go for somebody who has been tried and tested and will prove say me obetima ye. And among the lot omo contesting me sure say anybody has built that capacity like me. Obi I say call African Cup we. Say collapse ye go for Ghana 3rd division player. Go for 3rd division player. Players papa or my including Kotoko player Richmond Lamptey. Yeah. Classic players na ye do tournament. We don't go and pick Obi Obo for Frekobo, Obi Obo Sockball, Chile, Obi Obo the 3rd division, 2nd division B was your Combo Blaster tournament. You call the best that you have, the best quality, the best sellout. Near Otona ye beton. Me sure say Ubomidin Kojo Pachima or Ghana ha. Now minister people say who is he?
Name recognition no ewo. But on a lighter note, I mean, because I remember the last time I bought Santiago marathon no was I think 3 years ago. And
3 years ago.
But what has happened? That ain't a munti minye BOE.
So the following year ben COVID.
Okay, I think the last one was 2019.
2019. No, we did 2020 as
2020. And I think 2020 the end year.
Yeah, 2020 2021. And this year unfortunately we fixed the date in January. Now I wanted to do a special edition on my birthday.
Okay.
Which was 24th. About 24th January. And shifted date,
from February.
We thought that conflicting a bit too much on me. So, but after the primaries, they this year
fixing new date. Mobile fixing new date.
Yeah,
to do the marathon. Wow. And beyond these achievements, I want to these are things why you dada.
Yeah.
Now you want a mandate to serve the people. Entina Bibusa said, what is new? A day for Fropana, Asante Achim for and share name say, second coming at the beba.
Obi, I have 4 categorization of activities. I think say Asante Achim is lacking.
Okay.
Education, health, agriculture, and community development. Obi is in my.
By education, the last time about Santiago Mago, Bekawa has said almost schools the only problem wa go.
It's not just about schools. It's about building the right infrastructure. Ubenya upgrading your teachers.
Yeah.
Motivating your teachers. Scholarship schemes for students. Schools no, because you can start from primary wagogo. University. Yeah. From primary, no training college. Start no nursing training college. You was a strategy. Obi teachers no more. How do they develop? When it comes with education, I think the teachers should be taken into consideration. You need to build their capacity. You need to motivate them.
Yes.
Scholarship opportunities. We also the mom no more refresher courses no more. Students make last girl be chubby mommy on Facebook and I was so inspired. Time I'm here MP no. Me still scholarship scheme from Kola Omunima there on all the secondary schools I go. I work as a teacher. I'm say 3 secondary schools.
Okay.
I'll go State, Collins, and already mine.
Yeah.
So Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, the class BFR the best for. And I'm a scholarship scheme. And I'm a share on every year. We will pay your fees annually. So we'll be. When I get back, now me campaign out. And or chop you on my Facebook was or better much there be na or can omunya scholarships at time na no more audit service. There is one guy friend William Chumasi. I got a ne papa ne ba me fie better much. He said now his word is that or a medical student or tech. Also could you and you was at time no. Because I not free education you. I had to take care of them to complete school. Obi and they of course Yama Kwaya and Colati Fee. Because the last Monday, Monday, my maybe by Mose, I found a bunch of vacation classes. MP, I was giving them free vacation classes. I was paying the teachers, now students, and my mom implements on the base idea. Textbooks, exercises, we are buying for them. If we work school bags now, branded, customized school bags. Or mobile vacation classes free. Do you all these things are no more. We need to build it. And they schools baby are changing TVET schools ICT and Echo. And Colano, and yes, or Cotina classroom, one ABCD, no, we're free. We need to infuse these things. It's my dream, say, the next 10-15 years,
Asempa FM.
I should be able to build at least engineers, doctors from Asante Achim, all through a scholarship scheme. Eba is health. One of the biggest hospitals for Asante Achim, Agogo Presbyterian Hospital. Government is all clinic, cancer. Obi, these things are a concern to me. Tell me, MP. A government clinic, no. Now there was no ambulance. I used my part of the health insurance fund to buy an ambulance for them because my cousin called Krobi to a friend of Petreche. No, be ready not to tax it. I come said no, we should change the story. Nothing has been done about the hospital. We need to upgrade them. Cheap compound, also surrounding villages. It was in my estimation that every 2 years we should build a cheap compound. It may MP may back over years. And can they may calculation and I build our 6 cheap compounds. But back on an Ubi Yari will crash here. Why not? Ebenya I next is what do we do for them? I will go hospital. My name is now for your group will be Martin Hospital group. You're very real men. It's just for be even the Speaker of Parliament, MPs, ministers, business executives. Now comes to work in the Kokroko charity. Now.
Okay.
Medical also said our hospital. We need to touch them. We're able to raise money to buy 2 incubators. And they call Donitima Hospital. We are talking about $10,000. So you can imagine. I'm not an MP, but constituency that Makumasu. You say your health needs are. Yeah. The hospital needs to be upgraded. Many MP, I've been able to lobby this with friends. So when I'm giving the note, what can't we do? What can't we offer? Hospitals not here equipment, medical equipment, modern medical equipment.
Yes.
Who is helping them get it? Last year, made the Ghana Medical Relief for America. Ghana for me year on practice health America. I brought about 78 of them doctors. Dombago Hospital be 1 week. We were able to serve 3,700 patients, serve them free. free
at high cost.
At cost.
Doctors, no.
Doctors, they took care of it. Cost. We
now facilitate you.
Facilitate buy. So almost I have insurance, 1,000 patients.
But am I to get the impressions from everything you've said? Said a certain member of parliament on about 8 years no BBA.
Obi, I'm here to sell myself.
Because that's how I can also Nioma was starting no sharing course. That is Oba on Is that your point?
Sir, Obia Wabra Bodawenim. You know him. You can let your media people go and do the assessment. No, I heard Abra Wabo. I don't want to talk about Neonya. These are the difference Obia and not ye Johnson de Atwaba.
Yeah, but as politicians, no, honesty is a part of my juma. You can be honest and say it's okay, be a MP by and me who say we why, but I mean so me ba be say. But it seems opposite just on here.
Obi me cause on here. Me say okay. Opa friend no mechanic why.
No so mechanic.
I'm telling you what I've done and what I will do. Yeah, on your idea, it's there. For the delegates will tell by their votes. And the betcha said, "Man, and the entrance on."
But when him okay vote in Puna, I reminded me 4 years ago what happened in your constituency, and I remember saying, "You didn't come ewaha."
Yeah.
I don't know what have you done, because I was here for another contest. Everything is possible. What happened 4 years ago no can happen again. Why who be?
For the constituency executives input to write a letter to the vetting committee, the next should tell you that I've done a lot. Said last year, okay, after vetting now, offer me back.
Yes.
Because now vetting, right? Say vetting me.
Yes.
Men go clear me who.
Yes.
Discipline committee.
FM.
Call people in Kumasi, they will tell you immediately. I'm in a vetting room. I was received with applause. Me who be that? I've gone to vetting 4 times in my life. My vetting 4 times. Me could be 2012. Me could be 2015. Me could be 2020. Me could be
yeah.
I have never seen such a thing in my life. I was not even asked anything because commendations go never. Me too ane omobom me say mami. Obi the thing say. You know me, I'm a grassroots person. Me, I work with people. So, my training as a salesperson gave me a lot of experience. Me say, my first ethics and mission as a salesperson is don't take an objection for an answer. Every objection is a step towards
to move ahead
direction. To me, say no. I need to go beyond the no and find a yes. And the constituent executives in America so no money fine. And they we are working together to mold the party was Antiochim North. So near see no. Say I'm for the chair into us. You know, before primaries, those times, let us about ya suspend or your uncle, and there be any hobby. I had a smooth sailing vetting only 5 minutes. So you see and there
Asempa
yes, I will resist it.
And because the last time you had the opportunity to resist, one resist.
Obi we went to court. Now court is a mami and tuaba. Parties or tuaba. I respect the court. Court is a mami and tuaba. And even the party elections director granted an interview here said and there was no election. Almost an MP and almost 2 about them and almost declares on my one.
And a party Nijitum.
Then the party accepted it.
And the CBO party Nijituma, what would you do?
NCB. So Nunama and Yenya Susuya Yenya Hang Parliament. The party has also learned its essence. And they yet to about Obia disqualify Obi on Yaman contested your boy MP who buy your bomb man who buy and then a bini hobby. So may I have hope in the current leadership of the party. Justin Kodia is doing a great job, very great job. Yeah, experience BBC at the last primary.
Asempa FM.
Okay, Jimene Honorable Kojo Bajaman Edin Komo or a parliamentary aspirant to Asante Achim North. Lot and lot of messages and mensaka. I'll go through few of them na we are no amayeni we are Palgrave Boache Dankwa Atnase all the way from Ebuakwa North. Wabe cancer ewa ha ononso contest ewa Ebuakwa North. Inti your WhatsApp number ne 0548 443 523 0548 443 523 0548 443 523. That's the WhatsApp number for our messages. No, ebre amount. We say Obi, good afternoon. But for Kojoba Ajeman, a final year student in Ohio State University's education would have been truncated. God bless him for the massive investment he keeps making to impact the lives of many young people. I am very certain that the good people of Asante Achim North will elect him to represent them in Ghana's August House. Kwame Bosheba, Ohio, US of A. Wesa Obi. When it comes to unearthing talent, I think Honorable Kojo Bajaman stands tall and very creative too. I got the opportunity to cover one of the Asante Achim Marathon event in Agogo, and it was massive. I wish him the very best of luck in his incoming parliamentary primary. Master P wa London. Wesa Obi, good afternoon. Tell my brother Kwame. Okay, oye Kujo. Or say, tell my brother Kojo that his good deeds will not go unnoticed. From his lawyer, Adomako, from Asante Kotoko Faithful's platform. Okay, and the lawyer Adomako, yeah, does say. Wesa Obi, good afternoon. Seriously, the people of Asante Achimagogo need Honorable Kojo Bajaman back. I was there before 2020 elections, and it was an eyesore when people there decided not to vote because of the ban on Kojo Bajaman. But it took Honorable Kojo Bajaman to beg them to go and vote in the interest of the NPP. Ureku Mante and or the way Abureku Mante Yadase. Obi, I think Kojo Bajaman is a fine gentleman, but he should Obinso essay. You have to work on your human relationship. Meaning, or say your friend Frederick Opuni, they are on the aba and no. Obi, it's good Black Stars. Okay, the Black Stars Atari and Yabeba, and also later. Ekosiisen na higher Asempa FM. As I've said, just come through with your messages. Kojo Bajaman is in our studios. We say, Obi, good afternoon. May the good Lord bless you and your team for the fantastic work you're doing. Thank you once again for having Honorable Kojo Bajaman on the show. Obi, we are pleading with the NPP delegates in Asante Achim North to vote massively for Honorable Kojo Bajaman this time around to come and continue the good works he left in 2016. KBA 2024 Manga. Manga, you make Asante Achim North great again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Manga. And are we number 5 on the ballot?
Yeah, I see her. Okay.
I see her. Ohiniba Kwejo Poku Ewo Ashale Buche Edie Enono. This one says, Obi, special greetings to Honorable Charles Echampong, the MP for Lower West Achim constituency. He's changed the constituency completely. Talking of project scholarships and helping his constituent. Let's vote at Champon. I'm Farida from Asaman Kese. Farida was Asaman Kese. And on the way, Abba. Let me see. We say, Obi, I am Eben from Bong Kataman. So please tell the incoming MP for Asante Achim North, the Honorable Kojo Bajaman, that he will surely win. But I have some problems that I want him to help me with. And this is my number. Into the number Kahon Ewaha. We say Obi, good day. If Honorable Ba has such influence in helping develop his constituency, then he can serve anywhere and not just Parliament. Yeah, I'll serve Austin, Texas. We say Obi, if I listen to the aspirant in your studio well, he means when he was an opposition MP, the then NDC government brought a lot of projects to his constituency, more than his current MP, whose government is in power. Is that the case? Elisha Tei Ewo Usu Nedie Eni. Obi, good afternoon. If there is any member of parliament who shouldn't be thinking of ever going back to parliament, then it is Andy Apia Kubi. There's a man who conducted his own primaries in the last elections, gave his contender Kojo Bajaman 1 vote, declared himself winner. I hope the party executives will not let him repeat that again. Greetings to Honorable Ajenim Boating of Brekum West. and Honorable Mensa Kosa of Techiman South, Abdul Hafiz Ediwe Abba. Good afternoon, Obi. I am from Agogo myself. I know Kojo Bajaman so well, and he also knows me. It is not going to be so easy for him to win, so he shouldn't rest on his ass. Andy Apia Kubi is tough. It's so tough to win back the seat. Okay, from SK Dumso Nidie Eni. Obi, tell Kojo Bajaman, an old Ganatan, 1969 to 1974, is listening to him. And I wish him good luck. Maxwell, ewo Abokobi. Ain't Ganatan near school, bear?
Ganata Secondary School. Dodoa.
Oh, Dodoa. Ganata Secondary School.
Yeah. Until the home.
A Hona school.
Yeah. I'm a proud Gust.
Free
Agogo State.
Agogo State. Ganata now besin.
Now, Mama Gaza your parliament now. And maybe me, Obi Amwa, Dr. Sibe Boa.
Okay.
Dr. Nuama, and Kenya Japan. Near or coffee area.
Yes.
I think that there was a discussion on schools.
Okay.
And Obi Amwa or no call Achimota. And I can so call
Adisadel.
Adisadel. And we mumienu Nuama was on call presec.
Yeah.
And I say, me go state to see na age of So it's not normally just about baby who go school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into Ganata Secondary School.
Yeah, me call Ganata. Me started August State Form 1 and Form 2. Now me back Ganata Form 3, we Form 5.
Okay.
And
I O level way.
And I make Ganata.
Ganata and I A level
now. Yeah, Buan Pensim Secondary School.
Oh, Dunkwa on
yeah.
Oh, wow. Boas. Buan Ponsem. Wow, that's nice. Okay. Ekosiisen is high Asempa 94.7 FM. This one says, Obi, I am listening to you live on Adansia 98.9 FM in the Santia Chamagogo. My regards to your team and most especially Honorable KBA. Trust is the single most important factor in both personal and professional relationships. If the people on your team don't trust you, it's almost impossible to lead them. Here is how you can build trust with the people around you. Consistent lifestyle, honest communication, transparency, humility, proven support, fulfilled promises, servant attitude, two-way participation. All the above qualities are found in Honorable KBA. We, the Asante Achim North youth, are behind him. Honorable KBA has really proven to the entire constituency that he can lead to make Asante Achim great again. He is number 5 on the ballot. Osei Oye lay pastor Michael Esun Muininkuma. Okay, or Agogo, and on the way are praying. We say Obi. I'm listening to you live from Storm FM in Sunyane, and he sent a message earlier. Say he agrees with Afarijan on some of the recommendations he made. Yedi Honkomo earlier. Kojo, we say. Good afternoon, Obi. Please tell delegates to vote massively for Honorable KBA to promote the constituency to the world. King Rashid. We say Honorable Andy Apia could be sharing. Okay, that's an allegation we cannot repeat here. We say Obi, please ask Kojoba Ajeman his relationship with the DCE of Asante Achem. Greetings to Zagabot of Sassuolo in Italy. George Owusu-Ansa, Ewo, Italy. I wish Honorable Kojoba Ajeman well. I am Wahid Nanchinaba from Upper East. Please inform him that I wish he would extend his kindness to help me get postings as a newly trained teacher to his constituency. I would like to work with him. If I can get his contact, I would be happy. Thank you. Obi, good afternoon. Thank you for the good work. We pray for a good and long life for you. I met Kojo Bajaman in Egypt. In fact, he's down to earth, but honestly speaking, Andy Apia Kubi is nationalistic. We need people like Apia Kubi in parliament. If you listen to him on TV and radio, he's doing well. So we should not use his independent mind to victimize him. This man stood in parliament asking Nana to relieve the finance minister of his post, and all 137 MPs joined him. He is somebody who does not condone and connive with wrongdoing. Because the country said Ken Oforiatta must go, even the vice president is not happy with the finance minister when you listen to him. So in fact, NPP as a party, we should help Andy in a high esteem so that the world and Ghanaians will see that the NPP are people, others will see that there are people in NPP who stand up and speak against things when they are going wrong in government. So, Kojo Bajiman, I like you, but as it stands now, MPP should show maturity by voting and the appear could be Yaya Kota and another way. Aba Kojo, how do you respond? Okay, same way, Hodain.
Say, and Yaya can say, any independent comment. Say when you are part of a group,
yes,
sometimes you don't always go against the group.
Asempa FM.
Your party and Shishayano, a church as a party, to Anamombia. You don't live away from the party and move on your own way. Me my MPP. There is something called whip. So Parliament at times will be on independent decision.
Yes.
But when you are whipped, you come in line. Until at times you vote to whips every will be said this is our direction. What you hope work with your party.
Asempa FM.
And your party
yes.
Okay, group one, you don't move away from the group and make the group unpopular. Until no independent comment not there, but I don't think say MPP as MPP for cry percent when there is a group decision, you don't go out and come against the group. So that call sabi or program because Ekosiisen. It do baby no one is a good TV say or not a kind, but he has a change of mind. So Yaya idea
on personal very well
comment.
Because as we wrap up on this interview, 27th, some 17 days away. Oko round, watch a message I want the delegates ni AD Nkomo. Are they receiving your message or more jitum?
I think that my message is simple. I say delegates no. Omo to abama send ba. Omo benya party ni aban na ho faso. Na community ni so enya emfaso. So me metie nipa esufre metie the cries and me contest no. I didn't just step in. I also a background check, me a survey. And only delegates ekasa when you call
omo saying delegates na saying
619.
Okay.
Say when omo kasa na buso say aban about 2 terms. 8 good years. And then when you say to abama party we hear juma ema party because only a police station that is only on police stations.
Yes.
Microphone film about to aba ekra posters share t-shirt my idea and house to house. Then now when you're free more obi what's your response are but yes general radio there are opportunities are minor our offer I demand MPs I say with me a lobby be the coffee. This MP now feel it too big to go and play. MP now feel it too big so for constituency but no better than office or parliament or to chim now down go baby and there. There is no way for them to give you another opportunity because omopobia or best sumom. So text messages here even near church yama appear could be is down to earth. I move with people, I connect with people, I listen to them, I move out and fetch their demands for them. And I don't know as polling station executives. Say, oh yeah, you party no. Also no so enya bibi. Yes, you see no man. Also every part more. Yeah. Who see no man na umoremu efi. Na say who see besi no mawie obi na umoremu efi tuma. And then one say no wins.
Sure.
So the sense of the delegate is say yeah nya hwe. MP no sabi on more brebia ma yehu ye say yes and twana so because you twana so ya ne besa abe affect ye nti omo decision will be made on the 27th but there be ameka say you can force the horse to the river
but you cannot force it to drink
man for zone drink it and they bia ohun animu a obesere MP but okoshe ballot people no ballot box no just paper now or the Nico team so and the personal decision and the personal interaction no impinenya eye ne benefita ono enya of say also hweso not the two aba na obeto aba e etia nti yeah juma
okay
we are talking to them na yeah boy radio so empire say radio enhwe bibia radio me enya ono anim adom ni delegate so anim adom because no matter whatever promotion does not come from west, east or north. Radin promote in Ipa. We can say whatever we want to say, but Radin I endorse so on the 27th.